What's going on? We ready to do it? How many people we got? We only got 10 people. Just 10 people, that's it. Fuck it. Let's do it. What's going on? You know how we do. We got a live e-liquid review tonight. So, let me just make sure everything's running smooth. It should be. Everything should be running good. All right, I'm just checking. My internet speed just because internet here at the house, for some reason, they must be trying to fix something somewhere, but it's kind of been like lagging. So I just want to make sure. It looks a little behind on my end. How does it sound? Does it sound clear? Is everything good? I see Felix Vapes in the house. What's going on, Felix? Video is good. A little bit of a lag. All right, hold on. Sounds good. How's the video? Still lagging? It does. I can see it. I see it like it has a little bit of a lag. I don't want no delay. Hey, Barbara. Jorge CHG, what's going on? We can start this from the top. Let's just go to the top, and we're gonna say hello to everybody. So, Christopher Michael, John Galloway, Jose Guerreiro from Portugal. What's going on? Saludo, mi hermano. Jennifer Ann, how are you doing? Tony Mann, Tammy Barbary, Felix Vapes USA, Jason Garcia, Tony Berry, Jesse Barrow, Jeremy V, Tommy. I don't want to say your last name, but you're from Indonesia. I don't want to murder your name. So, hello. GI 2985, Robert Skrelly, Blue Collar Vapors, Richie Johnson, Barbara Whitted. Hello. Jorge CHG, Anthony Larson, Pretty Mean Gumbo, Minnesota Clouds, Kyra N. So you're in here. Hold on. Who else we got? I lost my spot. Okay, Jesse Barrow, Rachel Manzi, the lovely Rachel. How are you doing? Paul Hinchcliffe? Yeah, I know I fucked that up, but hello. Aisha Mapp, I believe I said that right. Alexi Velasquez, Joshua Spade, Trinity. How are you doing? Aragon Robinson. How are you? Ultimate Fighter. What's up, my brother? David Moyle, Ronald Dutchatelier. Yeah, what's going on? Tick Alone in the Woods, what's going on? See who else we got. Greg Lucas, Next Phase. What was that? Next Phase New. Carter Jermaine, what's going on? Chris Matty, my brother, how you doing? Jesse Cochran, Ricky Mahoney. Dave Jimenez, what's up? Brandon Drake, Dustin Vapor, Bola 71, what's up? Charles Galt, Austin Twain, Monster Man Vapes. Everybody that is here so far, I believe I said hello to everybody. But what's going on? What's going on? We got three flavors. We're going to do it live. Again, you saw the Gorilla Custards and all that good stuff. I got a little bit of a lag, don't I? It just shit looks crazy. Yeah, I'm behind a little bit. Timing's off somewhere, but it's all good. We're gonna roll with it. Infestor Shim. I guess that's how you say it. That's how I said it. Whatever. But we got these three flavors, and we remember I did do the Gorilla Custards. Well, this is by the same company, E&B. The link is down there in the description. And I'm going to do the crack, drip, and vape. I'm going to give you my 100% honest opinion. I actually been dying to try these three flavors. They come in the mail. I got them. We're going to crack them. We're going to drip them, and we're going to vape them. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion about it. Looks pixelated. Motherfucker. Oh. All right, so we just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna roll with it. starting to catch up now over here. It's starting to look good. I guess the internet here in the house has been fucked up, and a couple of the neighbors were complaining about it. I guess something messed up with the snow that fell yesterday or the day before. But it's all good. You know, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna be using today 3 mechanical tube mods, fresh batteries, fresh cotton. Let me get you tuned in there. Look, you can see it. Everything's fresh. Everything's new. Fresh cotton. The coils aren't new. They're actually broke in. I've been using them. Just cleaned them off. You know, did all the washing out and all that good stuff. But we got it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try something else real quick. I want this to look clear, man. It's just me being picky. Okay. Now, how about now? What does it look like now? Does it look good? Are we good to go? Is it better? It should be clear. We shouldn't be pixelated. We should be on the money right now. Come on, somebody let me know. Jason Keys, busy week. What else we got? It's not as clear as normal. What the fuck? It should be clear. It should be. I got everything shut down and shit. All right, you know what? The hell with it. We're gonna roll with it like this. The replay will be clear. It'll be clear. Okay, so the lag is less. Okay, I just shut some shit down. I actually had running in the background. Just turn that off. Okay, so eventually it's going to clear up. It should clear up. But everybody that has come in, hello, thank you for your support. We're gonna do this another crack drip and vape live. Like I said, what I'm gonna be using today, I have 3 mechanical tube mods, fresh cotton. Look, no shit. This is no shit, no bullshit. Look, no lying. Fresh cotton. I got these 3 flavors I've been I've been wanting to try. So now we have the opportunity. Proud of the unicorn on the shelf. What unicorn? Where the fuck you see a unicorn at? Now you got me looking for shit. Looking good, big. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Gracias. Muchas gracias. There you go. How you like that? Whoever said look bad should check their connection. Oh, so we're good. We're clear. We're good, you know. Yeah, they got me looking. I'm looking for unicorns and shit. Oh, the twisted messes. Oh, Kyra. My bad. Yeah, it's up there somewhere. Where the fuck did I put it? Yeah, it's up here somewhere. I know what you're talking about now, about that unicorn. All right. So. No, Kyra's actually referring to a mod that is like one of my prized possessions. And it's on the shelf. It's somewhere. I know I've moved it. I've had moved it around. But okay, so everything's good. All right. So these 3 flavors. Let's jump back to this. I did the review, the Live E-Liquid review for the Gorilla Custards. Well, cotton and shit, I guess. This right here is by the same company, E&B. It's 74Cakery. 3 cake flavors. And what they have is a blueberry cupcake, lemon cupcake, and strawberry cupcake. So blueberry, lemon, and strawberry cupcakes is what we got today, baby. So we're gonna check it out. You know what I mean? All right. Let me regroup. Just with everything, the live feed and the unicorn and everything fucking running around and shit got me all crazy. So we got cake flavors, 3 cake flavors: blueberry, lemon, and strawberry. We're gonna try these out. Crack, drip, and bake. You know how the Batman does. So do we start it now, or you want to wait a little bit? You want to talk about something? You know, anybody got a question before we start this? 75 Cakery. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. There, should be fixed. Now we got to change the 74 Cakery. All right, so it's 74. I was off by a damn number. Damn, give me a break. Shit. 74 Cakery. And I fixed it. I fixed it. So we should be good. Dan B, I don't have the Zeus X. So I'm gonna have to pick it up. We're gonna be trying out that e-liquid on the Siege. I have the Siege. I have the Dreamer. And I have the Overlord. Kyra Ed, thank you for the $4.99 donation. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much, hon. I appreciate you. Thank you. Nah, it's all good. I'm glad you let me know so I can fix it. We gotta make sure this is right. We're actually waiting. Oh, I was hoping EMB would kind of pop in here, but I guess they didn't get my message, so we're just gonna have to do this without them. But we're gonna dive into the first flavor, and the first one I picked up was the blueberry cupcakes. And what the blueberry cupcakes is, blueberries are everyone's grandmother's best friend. If you were lucky enough to enjoy grandma's blueberry cupcakes as a kid, be prepared to take a trip down memory lane. If not, well, it's your turn to finally experience the magnificence of the perfect blueberry cupcake. So blueberry cupcake, they didn't spruce it up. You know, they just told you about being a kid and all that, but they didn't try to get crazy with flavors. They just basically blueberry cupcake. So got my mouth watering and shit. So we're going to go in this looking for a blueberry cupcake, right? So let's shake it up. And I'm just going to grab the first mod. What I'm going to be using, we're going to go right on with the Siege. And I actually have the Mech Life RDA on top of it. And here we go. You saw me crack it. Here we go. We're going to drip it. Get everything nice and flowing. Make sure everything's saturated right. Wow. The blueberry smell in this is really good. So while I let this saturate, let it get all juiced up and shit, we're going to give you the other details. This is a 70-30 blend. Comes in a 60 mil and a 100 mil. I have 100 mils right here. So for the 100 mil, it's $24.95. They come in a 0, 3, and 6 milligram nicotine, and it's a 70-30 blend. We already know $25 for the 100 mil, 0, 3, and 6 milligram nicotine, 70-30 blend. Plain and simple, blueberry cupcake. We'll show you the vapors. And here we go. Look at that. Crack-a-lackin', baby. It's on the money. Look at that. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Let me wet her down again. Hold on. Find my cursor and shit. And here we go. We ain't got no time for bullshit. Smells very good. Damn, this smells very, very good. But we're going to go in this looking for the blueberries and the cupcake. I want cupcake. I want cupcake flavor. You got my mouth watering and shit for some cupcakes? Yo, nah, I ain't forget, Phil. Hell no. Yeah, you saw that review? Here we go. You ready? Let's get this money. There it goes. There goes what I was looking for. All right, this is exactly what this does. No shit. Juan, True Texan, what's going on? Abdullah, what's up, what's up, what's up? All right. I got some tricky juice right here. This did a little trick. I was about ready to talk some shit, but it caught me on the end of the exhale. On the end of the exhale, it caught me. All right. Let's do it again. On inhale, you get blueberry. You get blueberry, straight blueberry. Actually, pretty good blueberry. One of the best blueberries I've tried. I have one other blueberry that I love to promote, and it's that by BV Vapes, that black label, their blueberry yogurt, which happens to be probably my favorite blueberry flavor e-liquid right now. That's right here. This blueberry is a deep, rich, sweet blueberry. Now, being that it's a blueberry cupcake, off that first hit, and off the second one, but the first one was the one that really caught me off guard. Off that first one, I was looking for the cupcake flavor, the pastry flavor. On inhale, you really don't get the cupcake. You get the cupcake on exhale at the end. That's when you get the cupcake flavor. No shit. On exhale, right there. On exhale, now that you have that flavor, you could savor it, and you actually do get the cupcake. It's toward the end. But inhale, blueberry. Exhale, blueberry. You savor it. Right there goes that cupcake, baby. So they didn't lie. They stuck to the description. Blueberry cupcake, plain and simple. It's actually a decent flavor. I got mine in a 3 milligram nicotine, and it hits like a 3 milligram nicotine. It's minute throw hit. You don't really want much of a throw hit when you're vaping on 3 milligram nicotine, and that's exactly what they did. And yes, NorCal, definitely, my brother. Hey, yo, for real, real talk. When you inhale, you get the blueberry. You exhale, you get the blueberry. But on the end, when you savor, when you taste, when your tongue smacks the roof of your mouth and you close your lips, you actually taste the cupcake in this. No shit. So that first one is a go, which doesn't surprise me because the Gorilla Custards, I'm actually loving them bastards. So 74Cakery, your blueberry cupcakes with the Batman is a definite go. What we going to do? We're going to jump over to the next one. All right. I couldn't tell you, Mitch. That's a good question. It does look a little dark. You know, maybe this is pre-steeped over there. I couldn't tell you that. How I do mine is they send it to me. I crack it. I drip it. I vape it. So it must come steeped for it to be that color. So would I say probably the nicotine, but this is just how I do the review. You know, I'm going for that crack, drip, and vape. Ronald Dutchateller, e-liquid is definitely subjective. You know, they are subjective. But I try not to go by what I like. This is how I do my e-liquid reviews. If this is the first time you watch one of my e-liquid reviews, to be honest with you, I don't go in looking for what I like. I'm going to go looking for the flavor profile, what they want this flavor to taste like. If they say this flavor is a blueberry cupcake, I want the blueberries, I want the cupcake. If they say it got graham crackers and this and that and this, I'm gonna go in for it looking for those distinct flavors. They kept it plain and simple. Blueberry cupcakes, good to go. That's what we got. It's not overbearing sweet. I feel like this is right. This is right. It's not one of those really, really jam monster sweets. You know what I mean? So it actually worked very well. Now, the color of the e-liquid, it does look a little dark. So I'm giving the benefit of the doubt and saying that it may be pre-steeped. That's good. I don't like steeping. I don't want to buy an e-liquid, have to sit it in the closet for 3 weeks, and then be able to vape it. We're going to do it like that. So pre-steeped is a good thing. The hell with it. Let's jump over to the next one. And the next one we have, we're going to dive into everybody's favorite, because who don't like strawberry, right? So we got the strawberry cupcakes. Let me hop over to this page real quick. And $24.95 for the 100 mil. Comes in a 0, 3, and 6 milligram nicotine. It's a 70-30 blend. And what the strawberry cupcake is, strawberry cupcake, the thing dreams are made of. Follow the yellow cake road and take a journey into the strawberry fields. Experience true splendor at its finest and reward yourself with a delectable treat that's sure to leave you amazed. So this is pretty much where they're going with. They want a strawberry cupcake, but they threw in that yellow cake road. Okay, so I know what yellow cake tastes like. So damn, mouth watering and shit. Yeah, that tells you. So it got my mouth watering just thinking about it. So I wanted to taste like that. A strawberry cupcake, you know, get it going on, get it crack-a-lacking. Well, here we go. Look, you can see, look, the bottle. This is how I do it. The seal's right there. I'm using this microphone up here. So I'm going to try to get the crack off of this one. And you can hear, or kind of heard, cracking the seal. The born on date thing is interesting. Let me see. You know what? Since you brought it up. No, it don't have it on here. Who brought that up? Bill or High Life? It doesn't have a born on date. It has a best used by, but it doesn't have a born on date. So the colors, you can see it. The color's a little yellowish, a little dark. This one's actually a little lighter than the other one, but it is what it is. So $24.95, 70-30 blend. Comes in a 0, 3, and 6 milligram nicotine. So here we go. Look, fresh cotton. There's no shit. Look, there's no shit. There's no tricks to the trade. This is me being straight up, trying to be as honest and try to take it out of the subjectiveness that I can. I'm keeping it straight up with you guys, straight up. Good cotton. And we know cotton does have break-in time. Okay, that's cool. But I'll show you what I do. I vape at high heat, very high heat. So I like to saturate them coils and that cotton very, very good. Really get it cracking. I usually flood the shit out of my RDA like I did just then. We're getting there. Everybody else that has come in so far, hello to you. I know I did see the whole New York thing. Don't worry, we'll talk about that after this review. We'll talk a little bit about it. Okay, so while we got it fully drenched, we're just gonna let it show you a little bit of the vapors. There we go. We'll show you again. Here we go. Look. Damn. I licked my finger. And the strawberry I get off of that, just straight up, you know, you don't do that shit, but I did it. And the strawberry flavor tastes good straight up like that. No shit. Damn. Let me wipe it down. I fucking got e-liquid everywhere, everywhere. And here we go. All right, let's take a whiff. Yeah, you could definitely smell the pastry and the strawberry. Strawberry is like one of those flavors that if it's in there, you're going to smell it. And what I got on top of the Dreamer, I have the Viudero or the Widowmaker RDA by Vandy Vape. This is a Vandy Vape RDA. If you haven't seen my review on it, check out my review on it. I use this RDA faithfully. I really like what they did. They did a very good job with this RDA. But here we go. Let's take her in for the taste test. It's funny because both of these flavors do the same thing. They both do it. They did it with both of these so far. All right. Whew. Strawberry in this is a beast. If you like strawberry Jam Monster, those of you that are Jam Monster fans that like the strawberry Jam Monster, this is better. They got the right amount of sweetener in this. This is very good. Strawberry is a go. On exhale, when you savor it, when you taste and you savor it, you get that cake, that deep, rich cake, like something like a yellow cake. I wouldn't necessarily say yellow cake. You know, a little exaggeration in the description. But you can definitely get that deep, rich cake flavor. So this one here, I'm gonna say it now. It is a go. Three milligram nicotine hits like a 3 milligram nicotine. No scratchiness on the throat. Very, very good. Yes, Minnesota Cloud. That's what I am seeing. ENB does make some good e-liquids. Very good. But the strawberry is good. I like the strawberry one better than the blueberry, and I was actually feeling the blueberry. Strawberry one's very good. Let me drip it down again. No, definitely. Josh, true fan. Most cake flavors aren't long term. Like an all-day vape, I'll vape it all day. But vaping like 2, 3, 4 days in a row, I really can't do that. But this is good. It's not as sweet. Pretty Mean Gumbo. These e-liquids aren't loaded with sweetener like the one and like your Jam Monster. These aren't those very overbearing sweet that you vape them for a couple hours and then you really don't, not really. These are actually very good. They're subtle in the sweetener. I vaped the shit out of this one too. So that's 2 of them. They got the Batman. We filling them. 2 of them. We're filling them. The strawberry and the blueberry are a go. Now I left the worst one for last. And I'm going to tell you why I said the worst one. Because I have the bad luck that when I try lemon flavor e-liquids, they taste like dish soap. Look, coffee. And that's what we got next. We got the strawberry. The strawberry's coming. That's right. We're going to huff it, Rudy. That's right, Chris. That's my fear. Palmolive. That lemon Palmolive in lemon flavor e-liquids, if they add too much lemon, it tastes like soap. It does it every damn time. All right, we're good to go, baby. Let me seal it up, make sure I don't lose the coffeeness in my coffee. And we're going to be using the Overlord fresh cotton. You can see that. Look how white that shit is. Brand new, brand new. Nah, it ain't either one, neither Folgers or Maxwell House. What I drink, that's why the Batman's always hyped, because Batman got ADD. Why am I talking in the third person? What the fuck is wrong? I got ADD, so like you could tell, like sometimes in my live stream when I'm hype, you know, I'm chum all over the place. My mind is going faster than my mouth can. But I like Death Wish coffee. I know I shouldn't be drinking that shit, but yeah. So here we go. 74 Cakery. We got the lemon cupcakes. Lemon cupcakes. That's what we're doing next. So are you ready? $24.95 for the 100 mil. That's what I have. I have 100 mils. So I'm giving you the price on the 100 mils. $24.95. It comes in a 0, 3, and 6 milligram nicotine. It's a 70-30 blend. And what the lemon cupcake is, it's the lemon cupcake we have formulated for you all to enjoy. Shares no resemblance to anything you have ever tasted before. That's fucking bold statement. The lemon is welcoming in all its citrusy glory and provides a unique flavor of tartness. The passion that this juice is made with is just the icing on the cupcake. So I'm looking for a tart lemon, yet sweet. We know they talking some lemon icing and shit. They got it going on, and they got that bold ass statement talk about this the best lemon you supposed to taste. Well, you know, we about to find out. Don Santos, what's up, my brother? Jimmy James, what's going on? Overdrip Rip, hey. Mad Max, I see you in here somewhere. And here we go. 74 Cakery, lemon cakes. Supposed to be the bomb. This is supposed to be the bomb. We about to find out. Here we go. We cracking it. Look, we cracking it. We cracking it. We're going to drip it. Woo. It got a strong lemon smell. I'm scared already. Let me drip it down. I actually got the OG drop on top of the Overlord. Yeah, it actually is. It's very thick. It's a 70-30 blend, and it's real thick. Okay, let me get it brewing. I'll show you what the vapors look like. There we go. Look, show you some of the vapors. Wet her down again. Hold on. There you go. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate you, man, for putting that link in. That shit don't bother me. Go ahead, put the link, share the link in. E and B should be here. They should be here. They should be ashamed of themselves. But they're not here, so we're going to have to help them out. So you can post the link. Feel free to post the link. It's all good. Yeah, hashtag. There you go, like pledge. Let me juice it up and get it rolling. Get that cotton and coils nice and soaked and get everything going. And here we go. Let's go. Let's give it a go. It smells like a tart lemon. It doesn't smell like a dish soap lemon. I'm telling you now. It does smell like a tart lemon. This smells like a good lemon. Let's hope it is. Let me drench her down again. And we give it a go. And here we go. You ready? I like that. There's one other lemon e-liquid that was decent, and it was by Sad Boy. Their lemon butter cookie. Very good e-liquid. That's actually probably one of my favorite lemon flavor e-liquids that I've ever tried. Was the Sad Boy lemon butter cookie. This right here is the same. You get lemon on inhale. You know, you get a sweet lemon actually. On exhale, it does tart. Like, you know, when you taste like a tart candy that like the back and sides of your tongue, it just puckers up and shit a little bit, a little something, something. That's what it tastes like. But it's sweet, so it mellows it out. And it doesn't taste like dish soap at all. It don't taste like dish soap at all. Now, I'm going to be honest. We're going to keep, damn, what the fuck? I'm going to be honest with you. Look, this is now, I approve. This is cool. This is cool. With me, it's cool. But though there's some people that don't like lemon flavor e-liquids because of that tartness right there in the back of your mouth, on the sides of your tongue where it hits. You may not like this. I'm going to be honest with you. You may not like this because it is tart, but like I said, in the back of your mouth, along the sides of your tongue is where you're going to get that tartness from the e-liquid. Vaping with Ken, what's up, my big brother? What's going on? We're just trying out some e-liquids, my brother. So this one here, for some people that may not like lemon, it's going to be a little funny for you because, like I said, it does. Listen, it's weird. But the tartness, that tartness they wanted to do, it's hard to explain it. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know that on the sides of the back of your tongue is where you're going to feel that tartness. But other than that, the cake mixture, the way it works on exhale, and it's when you savor it. Hold on, I'm reading chat. But on exhale, when you savor the e-liquid at the end, that's when you can taste the pastry, the cake, the richness and the deepness of the cake. You can taste it. On inhale and exhale, it's that lemon. And it's actually good. I can approve. I'll definitely approve all three of them. So they work. They do work. Which one are you talking about? Matt Caruthers. Is it that one you're talking about? I was actually playing with it. But like I said, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it real as I can. When it comes, yes, it is. When it comes to the lemon flavor, the tartness, if you don't like the tartness in lemon flavor e-liquids, this one may not be for you. It's good. You know, me personally, I'm one of those that I could vape this once in a while to clear my palate. It'll be good. This one's not an all-day vape for me. Now, the strawberry and the blueberry, hell yeah. The strawberry and blueberry cupcakes are definitely all-day vapes. I would recommend for anybody. Brian's accountant, what's going on? Anybody. Don't matter. The blueberry and the strawberry, definitely an all-day vape. Very good, very nice, very pleasing. The lemon is good. The lemon is good, but this one here will not be for everybody. The strawberry, the blueberry, I definitely say it will. But hell, I recommend you try all three. All three of them are very good. So with that being said, I mean, it is what it is when it comes to trying e-liquids. I try to be as unbiased in my e-liquid reviews as I can. You know, I try to keep it as sincere as I can. That's why I go with the fresh cotton. I juice them down, hit the button, let that, you know, just let it heat up, let the cotton break in a little faster than normal. But I soak the shit out of that cotton. And then I go in, I'll read the description, I'll break it down. If you say the description is this, this, and this, then, you know, that works. We could do that. But that's what I look for. I go by the description. Then I go in and look for those flavors. Flavor profile of the Batman, I do not have one. I do not allow myself to have a favorite flavor profile. What cotton am I using? I'm using actually the cotton threads or the lump cotton by Cotton. You know, US Vape Promotions, you can get this stuff over there. Very good stuff. That stuff is very nice. Let me see. EMB is solid. Their flavors are great. Yes, they definitely are. Mitch, Batman coupon code. Shit. I don't think I have one for them. I'll have to get with them. If they do give me a coupon code to save you guys some money, then I'll put it down in the description and we'll work with it from there. So then you just check out the description of the video. Eventually, if they give me a coupon code, I'll provide you guys with the coupon code, save you some money. That's what it's all about. Adore e-liquid sells it too. Okay. Yeah, there you go, Mitch. That is right. Use ENB50 for your first purchase and you get 50% off. That's a gang right there, boy. That's a deal and a half. So let me see what else we got. I'm gonna keep this one today, folks, just at the e-liquid review, but we are going to talk about something. We're going to talk about something real quick. Oh, okay, the cotton. That's what Tracy's talking about. I like their almond pastry, one of the most. Do you have any more? No, at the moment I don't have anything else from their lines. But let's see if they send me some more, or I'm able to pick up some more. You know, we can. We'll keep reviewing them. Everybody loves these reviews and how they go. But what we are going to talk about, the New York flavors. I told you, I have preached it a bunch. I took down a bunch of videos of mine where they were child appealing labels, boxes. I stopped reviewing e-liquids with all the child appealing labels and all of that good stuff. I took it down. You know what? The Legion, everybody was like, they're a pain in the ass. You know, Tristan and all them guys, they're fucking assholes. You know, they're not polite. They're not supposed to be polite. And look why. Look why. Look what happened in New York. Now it's a toss-up. What is going to happen? I've seen where there may be, you can buy online or some shit, but they banned the flavors. You know what that's going to do with the stores in New York? But this is one that, you know, you got some of these companies, Candy King, and that they didn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit. Now you got one state, New York started this shit. Now, how long is it going to be till the other states catch on? How long is it going to be until this other states copycat this shit? They go with a flavor ban. Whew, you better be ready. New York is the first to fall. Which state is next? Exactly. Vaping with Ken. That's actually why I wanted to bring this up. Listen, a lot of you people, a lot of you folks listen to me, and this is something serious. This flavor ban thing, big tobacco is kicking everybody in the nuts with it. They're kicking everybody in the nuts. Now, if it rolls out from New York, they passed the bill. I'm not sure when it's instated, but no flavor e-liquids in New York. But I hope that goes to cigar wraps and everything else. Fuck it, be fair. And they need to do it with alcohol, liquor too. No, fuck it. Drink beer, motherfucker. I don't drink, so guess what? You're not hurting my feelings. But anyone in New York that can't get e-juice, okay. I'm not gonna, I was reading that, but it's happened. This went down. Great job, Jennifer. Keep going with it. This is sketchy, man. I haven't talked to Mike Vapes. I want to hit him up, see his input on it. I also know there's some other people that are up in New York that if they can't sell flavor e-liquids, what's that going to happen? I live in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was the first state to do that 40% tax. Horrible. They caused 173 shops forced to close. With that, we're looking at a full flavor ban in my state, Washington, which would include tobacco and menthol. We'd be left with just VG, PG, and nicotine. Right there you go, vaping with Ken. He's a witness right here. He's saying it to you. In Washington State, they're looking at banning all flavors, even tobacco and menthols. How shitty is that? I would not be surprised if this goes from New York to New Jersey, because we already know the New Jersey Indoor Smoking Act and shit that they got, that bullshit. Watch. And you know what? You know what we can't blame? We can't blame nobody but us, the vaping community. Because when there was all these links and stuff for you to back up CASA and SFATA and everybody else, a lot of people, they just sit back and, well, you got a bunch of people handling it. I don't need to do nothing. There you go. Child appealing labels, Candy King and everybody else that was doing all that crazy shit. And I mean, I like nice packaging that makes you buy the e-liquid. But all that crazy cartoony, all that dumb shit, guess what? Look, there you go. Child appealing. That's what they went for. They want to protect the kids. It is a bunch of bullshit. It is a bunch of bullshit. Yes, Biller High Life, I am in 100% agreement with you, man. But it's like I said, a lot of people depend on the reviewers. We're the faces. We're the influencers. We can't do it all. You guys make the difference. Size and number is what matters. New York got hit. I mean, fuck. You got to hit up your representatives, senators. Listen, there are people in our government that are for vaping. There are representatives. The Pennsylvania representative, he vaped, but the governor didn't. And the governor did what he wanted to do. I hope in Virginia, where I'm from, doesn't do a flavor ban. There's no telling now. New York is going to set, bam. Once the other states see that New York does it, what's going to happen? I don't even know. I can't tell you what is going to happen. I know that this shit, it's happening. It's happening. Yeah, so the Lucky Charms beer doesn't appeal to kids. Sean Flanagan, like I said, I do agree with you 100%. I agree with everybody 100%. It sucks. It sucks. And these damn Juul pods, they didn't help our community. If you notice, you can scroll through my channel, as many pods that I have reviewed, which those things don't help either. I never reviewed Juul. I never did a review for Juul nor Blue. I never reviewed those pieces of junk because from the beginning, that company just seemed sketchy. And there you go. So you're telling me I have to go to a crack dealer to get some e-juice pretty much soon? Maybe. It sucks, dude. Like it sucks. And I feel for everybody in New York. Like, it sucks. What about companies without doing their part? Well, yes, Nikki, I mean, that's what I'm saying. As the vape community as a whole, you can't point the finger at nobody but us. We fucked up. You know, you let this happen. It sucks. It's a very shitty situation. It sucks. It just sucks. I can't believe that this shit, when I read it, I couldn't believe that this shit went through. It's not fair. It's really not fair. Surely you can buy Nick free. We have to in the UK. Yeah, Paul, I'm pretty sure yes, but there ain't no telling what's gonna happen after this. There's no telling. Fucking New York. Does everybody realize how much of an influence New York has on the United States? Like, look at New York, fucking Wall Street, man. How important New York is to the United States, and they hit, that's the first state they hit with. But see, Tracy, but if it's okay, and to a point, they are, you know what, that's cool. They are going to do whatever they want to do, but it's just like a street fight. If you're going to come try to punch me in the face and I let you hit me, then you know what? You hit me and I go down without a fight. But if you come to punch me in the face and I at least block that shit or grab you by the wrist, guess what? I at least put up some kind of resistance. There are so many vapors that just sat back and let vape shops and let distributors and let the reviewers and let their friends do it. And they really didn't do, because I know there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that didn't know. There is a lot of people that didn't know. But then there was the ones that knew, didn't tell the ones that didn't know either. You know what I mean? So this is one of those give or takes, man. It's the way I see it. I agree with you, Tracy, 100%. If the government's going to do something, they're going to do something. They don't care. But if we don't talk, they're not going to fucking hear us. Size in numbers matters. And I am one of the fucking reviewers that if you look, you go in my Facebook group and look how many posts all over the place. Look at my Instagram. How many posts did I make of go here, hit up this representative? I didn't live in fucking California. And you know what? I got online and tried to help when they did that bullshit in San Francisco. I live in Pennsylvania. I could have been like, fuck California. But as a vapor, I don't care where I live. I try to do what I got to do to protect this community. You know what I mean? There you go. Don't just be an observer. Stand up, make a difference. It's up to us vapors to get our message heard. That is exactly right. You listen, the proof is there, and you can, and the dates are there. You can check my Instagram. Go back, check my Instagram from when the whole shit started, from the beginning. I have posts. I sat with my Photoshop, and instead of editing, and we all did, Tracy. You know, I'm not. You know, I'm not. How do I want to say this? It's not something directly towards you. It's directed towards everybody. A lot of people did. But you see, honey, if I knew you had that mentality and you hit me up 6 months ago, a year ago, I would have sat and talked to you. Look, listen, so what? If we expect this to happen, so what? Who cares? Let's fight for our right. Let's do what we got to do. I've been doing it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You go ahead, check my social media and go back fucking dates. Instead of editing thumbnails and shit, the Batman, all the pretty thumbnails with the letters and shit, you can go back and look. And I made my own posts and my own pretty shit to draw attention, to hit your state representatives, hit your, you know, your senators, do what you got to do. And here it goes. You know, it started. But fuck that. Hell, you know what? So what? Listen, okay. You want to do it like that? Fuck it. This should just make all of us want to fight harder. Now, you look in your state. How can you help? What can you do? Is there anything you can do? Don't say there's nothing you can do. Say, damn, how can I help? How can I be a part of this? Never admit defeat. Right there it goes. Christopher Michael took the fucking words right out of my mouth. You never admit defeat. You could be whooping my ass. You could be whooping my ass. I could be laying flat on my back. You could have a foot on my chest. Guess what? I'm not defeated. As long as I'm breathing, I'm not defeated. If I could get up and I could get one more fucking swing, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to get that one more swing. You never admit you're defeated. Never. What can we do to help you guys? There's got to be more we can do. Yes, each state varies. How many states have been affected or the ban happened in? New York is the only one that I know of right now. You have to find out. Me personally, shit, it's a lot of homework, but I'll try to dig up in my Facebook group, find state representatives of each state, because I know in my group I got people from all over the United States. I'll try to post something up. There is people to talk to. You got to get on the phone. There's things that you have to do. You just got to say, fuck it. I'm not going to sit back and wait. I'm going to try to fight this. I'm going to try to defend this. I mean, look what happened. This sucks. They're going to hit big cities population first. I 100% do believe that. They're going to hit where it's most populated. A lot of people will have to decide if their political party or single issue of vaping is more important. The overwhelming majority of state, local, and federal politicians that hurt us, the Democrats. Democrats don't want this shit. I'm sorry. You know, I mean, it is what it is. They don't like this idea. You know, okay, big tobacco already is paying the government, however, I mean, millions upon millions of dollars a year in taxes. Okay, vaping is still evolving, even though it's not something new. It's still evolving. It could get more. So what did they do? You got these bullshit ass commercials trying to bash it. It's what follows the best saying is, do not let go of the bird that you have in your hand for the one that's flying. You know what I mean? So that's what they're doing. They're already getting this money from big tobacco. You think big tobacco is going any fucking where? Big tobacco is going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. So that's what they are looking at. The government, the politicians are looking at the money they already have. And if they want to, they just raise the tax on big tobacco to get more fucking money. They don't want to sit and wait and see what the vape industry can put in their fucking pocket. They're not giving it a chance. So what do? They bash and they hurt something before they even know what the vape community can give back to the government. They're worried. Like I said, why worry about the bird that's flying when you got a bird in your fucking hands? But it's up to us to show them. You know what? Hold on. Hell no. Just because you like that shit, we got this. And they're not looking at the benefits medically, that this is proven to be 95% safer than smoking tobacco. It is what it is. We cannot sit back. You sit back, you cross your arms, you get comfortable in your recliner, and you end up like New York. Is New York defeated? I wouldn't say defeated. It sucks, but in every fight, somebody walks out with a black fucking eye. Fuck it. New York's a little swollen right now, but they're not down for the fucking count. Not yet. I don't believe that. In me, I don't believe it's over. There got to be something. There got to be something that you could still do. But that's just how I think. Yes, Donnie, New York, the people are out in the street protesting over this shit right now as I'm talking to you. I would say as we speak, but I'm the one doing the fucking talking. But no, New York City is not defeated yet. Hell no. They just to the first jab. That's right. Look, in a fight, I've walked out of a fight with a swollen eye. But guess what? If I can still see out this motherfucker, I'm still gonna swing. You got to close both of them. And then if you close both of them, you better swole up my lips, because if I can get a hold of you and I can bite you, then guess what? I'm gonna use every fucking thing I got in my power to do what I got to do. You never admit defeat. It's not over until it's over. But this is what we got to do, folks. Listen, you can sit here and you can say Batman's just talking shit. You know, am I just talking shit? Come on. Am I just talking shit? Look what happened. What the fuck? Look what happened. Is this just talking shit for real? I'm looking for that strawberry again. Shit, that strawberry, the bomb. But damn. They keep going with this shit. Batman not gonna be able to tell you the strawberry's the bomb. See, my channel is not just about showing you fucking vape gear. You know, I like to be a humble, straight up people person. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking to you. Y'all my peoples. You know, y'all my folks. You guys are over here. Listen, holla at me. You know what I mean? Look, I got fucking crazy shit that happened the past couple weeks. You know, you think I gotta let that dude discourage me and bring me down? Fuck him. But now I'm talking to you. You know, listen, I love this right here as much as you guys do. I like my strawberry cupcake just as much as you do. I don't want my shit to go away. We got to do what we got to do. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to tell you, listen, anybody from New York, if anybody from New York, just say me or say I'm from New York, or just say something right now in chat. If you're from New York, I'm going to talk to you. You from New York. Come on, let's go. Let's get this shit rolling. Who from New York? All right, Robert Shkreli from New York. Who else? Gone Vape Ray, my partner. I know you. You've been around a while too, man. You from New York. Listen, right now you walking around with a black eye. You walking around with a big old fucking knot up here, pot knot and shit above your eyebrow, and your eyes swollen up. It's just one fucking lick, baby. Don't let them take it from you. We got to stick together. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do to fight with this. Pal 702, I've been trying to schedule an interview with my congresswoman for weeks. Hopefully I will get a sit down. Please, pal, that's what I'm talking about. We got to try this. We got to try. You know, my New York folks, I love you, much love, and we know how Philly and New York don't really get along. Fuck that, I mean, fuck all that dumb shit. Listen, okay, you just signed the petition tonight, so Gone Vape Ray, you know what, right there shows you. You got a big old pop knot and a black eye, but you can see out the other one, so you still sign that fucking paper. The fight is not over. You're not down for the fucking count. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mr. Just Right, you want to come on, baby? You already got the link. You can pop on in, baby. Come on. Get you some. The Batman fucking rowdy over this New York shit tonight, man. We talking some sense in the fucking people, for real. All right, cool. Mr. Just, there we go. Fogging out Just Right. That's what we're going to turn this shit into real quick. We got Mr. Just Right. He going to pop in. Mr. Just Right is just like me. He going to speak some fucking truth. But listen, like I said, Gone Vape Ray, everybody from New York right now, you swolled up a little bit. Ruben, you swolled up. I see you got pot knot and shit, big old swolled up eye. But the fight ain't over, baby. It ain't over. You keep swinging until you can't fucking see. And if you shut both eyes, you better hope I can't hear you coming, because I'm going to get a hold of you and I'm going to bite the shit out you. The fight is not over. It sucks, and I know it sucks, and I know what it's. Listen, my big ass, I got my ass whooped back in the day. That's right, Kyle Moore. Vaseline that bitch and keep rolling. Put some ice on that motherfucker tomorrow. We'll worry about the black eye tomorrow. We'll do what we got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Listen, I can't tell everybody, look, do this right now off the top of my head. I can't. If I do, I'm blowing fucking smoke. Well, vape. But you live in that state. Take interest in what's going on. Look up your representatives. You're on fucking line, man. You're online on your phone. You're online on your computer. You can Google who's the representative of the state of New Jersey or the representative of fucking Georgia. Look the shit up. Look it up. You'll find out. Another thing that you should have fucking done a long time ago. All them little e-liquids with the cartoons, and you go on Instagram, those pretty pictures of the e-liquid with foods and fruits and little dolls and all that crazy shit. That shit hurt. For real. That hurt. That right there. Right now, you're just seeing the repercussions to all that shit. Let me see. I'm reading chat. I got a couple long comments going on in there. Just making sure everything stays civilized. We don't need no crazy shit between y'all, you know. I want to keep everybody good, you know. So, but this is real talk, man. All I could do is all right, Bray Holland. Look, there you go. I put a link to Louisiana's reps in the Facebook group. I have contacted mine a couple of times. That's what I'm talking about. As vapors, those that have access and those that know who to reach and who to talk to, please school the ones that don't know. Show and help guide the ones that don't know to do what they have to do. This is just part of it. We got to do it, man. You got to do it right there. There you go. Turn on your fucking news, turn on your computer or whatever you got going on, and look up what's going on in New York City right now. Look it up. Vape and Brazen. Hey, they're trying to do a 95% tax on all vape stuff in Washington. Look at that shit. 95% tax. What kind of bullshit is that? Matthew Caruthers, there you go. My brother, thank you very much, man. I give you a big shout out for that one, too. Any Kentucky boys in here, message me for the links to ours. So right there, they got you got somebody that has all the representatives and senator information for the state of Kentucky. Matthew Caruthers is going to give you that information. That's what I'm talking about. This is what should have been fucking done a while ago. What's up, Joe? What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Blessed, too blessed to be stressed. Shout out to Matthew Caruthers as well, man. That's my dude. That's my people right there. Damn good dude, solid individual in this community, man.
This right here, I got to read this comment before it passes by, Joe. My bad. You can see I went from an e-liquid review to fucking hype right now. But it's real shit when I'm talking. Vaping Demon. My brother, if you were here right now, I'd fucking kiss you because that is a real fucking statement right there. Everyone quick jumped on the boycott to Voopoo. Hashtag Voopoo. Hashtag fuck Voopoo. But no one stands up for their rights. Come on, guys. Harden the fuck up. That's right. Fight for the wrong shit. Boycott Voopoo. Voopoo done dumb shit. You know, boycott this company. Boycott that company. All your fucking boycotting when you should have been up there sticking up for fucking New York City. Now look. Bam. All right, Joe, you can go ahead.
Nah, you good, man. You know, I got a little theory on that concept, too. I think it was Dimitri posted on his Instagram a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that, about why is it people don't jump on these kind of actions as much as they do, like a boycott of such, you know, going out there, like attack the Voopoo and whatnot. And it's because people want to choose a fight in which they can win. People don't want to take a fight that they're going to stand the possibility of losing, because it's easy to take a fight that you're going to win, but it's challenging to take a fight that you stand a damn good chance of losing. You know, it's not human nature to take that hard fight. It's in human nature or a coward's mind to take an easy fight. You know, and it's sad it's that way, but that's just the nature of the beast, man. People are not in for fights that they're going to lose. people want to be on the winning side. They want to jump the bandwagon real quick to boycott somebody because of they know they're going to win in numbers. They don't want to jump on the flavor ban issues because they're like, oh, wow, I spent all that time and we lost. Shit, I don't mind losing a fight as long as I'm going down fighting.
Damn right. You never admit defeat. It's like I tell them right now, okay, they took the first blow. All my New York people got big old pot knot over their eye. But guess what? You still got another eye. You can see. You can still go forward. I mean, it's just how it fucking works, man.
Shit. When they put you in the ground, you can still be kicking and screaming. You know, nobody says you have to go quietly. Shit. You can stand up and you can fight. You know, if you're guaranteed to win the fight, you're going to be quick to take it. But if you stand a possibility of getting your ass handed to you, you start questioning, maybe I'll not do that. Maybe I'll not. No, fight twice as hard if you stand a possibility of losing that bitch. Go out there and give it everything you got, 2 times as much. And to relay that information to people and to get people to take action, dude, it sucks. If I put this mod up right now and said, hey, if you X1, you'll win this mod. Dude, there'd be 1,000 X1s in there. But if I put up a form that says you got to go join a member of CASA in order to win this mod, and show me proof that you joined CASA.
Look, I had the video footage, and just for the expo, I went in Mexico City, Mexico, not last year, the year before. I saw the most beautiful thing I've seen at any fucking expo I've ever been. You know what they did down there in Mexico City, Mexico? They brought up advocacy because in Mexico, they're fighting the same fight. The Mexican government is trying to help big tobacco down there. I forget the company's name that's behind it, but I can get that information. I'll have that information tomorrow morning.
Batman, let me ask you this. How the hell is the Mexican government fighting vaping when they can't even combat drugs?
Yep, but the fight is there. The fight is there. I didn't know. I didn't realize it until I went to the expo in Mexico City. But yeah, they're fighting the shit down there too. Yeah, no shit. One thing I saw at the expo in Mexico City, and I shot it in video because I wanted to do a video of, just a blog of what happened down there. When they started talking advocacy, you know what they had? They did the free shit, throwing free shit out on the stage like every expo does. Every expo does it. But guess what? When they started talking advocacy, you know what? Everybody and the guys from Broadside, Mama San, we were all standing there together. They can vouch for what I'm saying. You know what? Everybody that was standing in front of the stage with their hand out for some free shit, you know what they did? They Indian style sat right in front of the stage. Everybody dropped and sat in front of the stage and listened to the advocacy panel, the whole fucking speech. I've never seen that in any expo here in the United States. All you see here in the United States, no shit. Team free shit. They're giving out shit. They're throwing mods and t-shirts and whatever in the crowd. Everybody's in front of the stage. You can't fit nobody in front of the stage. They start talking advocacy, everybody walks away.
That's craziness, man. I'll never understand that concept, that mindset. Like this industry, there's just about every reviewer does some kind of giveaways of some sort or whatnot. When you go to an expo, man, these companies are paying money to be there. They're not paying money to give you free shit. They're paying money to earn your business as a loyal business transaction, as a customer, to go by and put your hands on the product in which you see.
You know what I did?
Reviews.
When the flavor ban started in the expo, they didn't do the Central PA Vape Expo this year. They did it the last year. Well, this last year that passed, they did it the year before. I'm always on the advocacy panel for Pennsylvania at the Central PA Vape Expo. So they were like, Batman, you're going to give your speech, but we need people to pay attention. You know what I did with the lady that put on the expo? And if she was here, she'd vouch for it 100%. I went booth to booth. I went booth to fucking booth. And I told everybody, please, no sales. No sales. We want everybody up front. You can leave one person to watch your booth so shit don't get stolen, but you're the owner of the booth. We want to see you up front. We want you to pay attention to what's going on. And it's when they brought up the flavor bans the first time in Pennsylvania. I myself, and I have Cindy Kinch, that she's what is Lady Boss Vapor e-liquid line. She was there. She can vouch for it too. I went booth to booth telling all the booth owners, company owners, I want to see you up front. I did myself with the lady that ran the event. And they were like, damn, Batman, really? I'm like, please, you have this company, this fucking interests you too. Let's go to the front. Everybody left somebody at their booth. They shut down their booths while we did advocacy up front. Everybody was up front. That's how we did it at the Central PA Vape Expo. And everybody was there. You saw people on their phones, and we were giving out the link at the expo. People had trying to contact the Pennsylvania representatives and the senator and all that. Yo, I mean, I got people that can vouch for every fucking word I'm saying right now.
Absolutely, man. And that has to happen. Things like that must be.
I mean, we got MVE Expo coming right now. At the MVE Expo coming right now. That would be something to see. You speak advocacy, have Michael Wittenberg tell all the booth owners, when we talk advocacy, put a couple people at the booth to make sure nothing gets stolen. Shut down the booth, no sales until advocacy is over. Because if not, look what happened. Take this shit serious, man. People need to take this shit serious.
I'm not sure that would happen though, man. You know, because Vape Mania just went down, and we had some people that were stooges from the Stew crew go down there, and they said that was supposed to be the same thing. Like booths were supposed to shut down during the advocacy portion, and they didn't. You know, like it wasn't enforced.
No, they're not going to do it.
What needs to happen is it needs to be written up in the contracts when they book these booths that, hey, look, on this date, from this time to this time, whether it be an hour, whether it be 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or two 30-minute sessions or two 45-minute sessions, whatever it is, we're going to shut down all sales, and we're going to talk advocacy, and we're going to drive every customer, every person in the building to these booths at this time. Yep. And if you don't do so and abide to that, we're going to have you pack up your shit and you're going to leave. You're going to lose your deposit. You're going to lose everything that you paid, your rentals, booth rental, everything. You're going to lose it all for not shutting down your booth and sending the customers to advocacy for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever it is, whatever the time lot may be. But that needs to be written in the contracts when they book these events, when they're booking these vendors. It needs to be put in there that if you don't do this, you're going to lose your deposits. You're going to lose your booth rental fees. You will be escorted out of the building. Your shit will be packed up. You can pack it up, or we'll pack it up for you. Don't be crying when shit gets broke, because you had the option to abide by the contract, get up there and just partake, listen, drive the customers that way. Because at the end of the day, if there's a ban that goes into effect of any sort, you know, it starts with flavor bans. If you don't think there's other stuff behind it, you're sadly mistaken. So these customers that are potential customers right now, in the future, there won't be any more, because you didn't make them listen to an advocacy panel for 45 minutes or whatever it may be, you know, and keep from doing giveaways at each individual booth. Take a collection of giveaways and have that done for those that sign up for CASA or SAFADA or the local chapters of advocacy, with their email address, their names, telephone numbers, and at the bottom of the sign-up sheets for every active one that signs up, they get a raffle ticket. And then take all the giveaways that were going to be done throughout the show collectively and draw from those that signed up and registered to be part of at that side of vaping, the advocacy side of it. I get it. It's not the cool thing. It's not the end thing to do. Oh, man, I said same ass legal talk that ain't got nothing to do. Well, it does have something to do with you. It has a lot to do with you, because it's a domino effect. It's just going to keep happening and happening and happening. What you allow is what you'll receive. That's the motto that I've been going by lately. And what we're allowing right now is exactly what the hell we're going to get. If we continue to let it be that way, then that's exactly what we're going to get. And we can't cry foul after the fact. No, if somebody punches you, you punch them back.
Yep.
You know, and get out there and vote. 2020, that's going to be a huge year. Get out there and vote. You know, make sure you're speaking with your vote as well. I seen somebody in the chat, Lopez, said that you know, it's the same here in the States as far as the war on drugs. He's right. We got an opioid crisis. We got all kind of issues here. And we worried about vaping. We worried about saving people's lives. We're worried about that. So we're going to take that away. You know why that is? Because it's an easy fight. It's a fight in which they know they can win. We spoke on that earlier. The United States government's not going to take a big fight, a fight in which they know they stand a risk of losing. They're going to take the easy fight. And because it looks good on your record. Well, hell, he's 15-0. You know, all by way of knockout. Yeah, well, he was out there fighting little Mickey Mouse cats. Put him in a ring with a heavyweight and see what happens. Somebody who's been out there, you know, somebody who's got a 42-20 record, somebody who's taken losses and understanding what it takes to keep from getting them losses, that doesn't really care to have another loss put on their record, that is a true fighter, that's been at the bottom and been at the top. You know, the government doesn't want to take those fights. Neither do the consumers. They want that easy way, the low-lying fruit. Everything that is simple, you get simple results. If you have to work for it and it requires a lot of effort, the payoff is always greater. With great risk comes great reward. You know, these are all things that have been said throughout time and history. History doesn't change. It's already been written. And I can tell you one thing, history will repeat itself over and over and over again until somebody takes a stand and makes it a point to say, we not doing that shit no more. We're not allowing this. We're standing up for what we believe in, what we hold dear to our hearts, what puts employs so many people, gives back to this industry and community so heavily. You know how many people are employed by the vape industry? The numbers that are involved behind it? If they said tomorrow, all across the United States, on the federal level and every state level down, you can have no more flavors. You can have no more hardware that has not been registered. You know how detrimental that's going to be to this industry? And it's happening as we speak, and we're allowing it to happen because everybody's too afraid to get out there and get a little blood on their hands when it comes to, when I say blood on your hands, I don't mean physically. I mean with the work, getting out there and being vocal, being present at your county meetings. It starts at the lowest of levels too, you know, at your workplace. Because your workplace people, they talk up the ladder and then they go up the ladder and then they go up the ladder. Eventually, somebody who's a big wig at your company making lots of money may sit on the council for your local city council. You know, they may have influence, may have played golf with the guy. Hey, man, you heard about this vaping shit? Yeah, man, what do you think about it? Oh, I hate that shit. Worst thing ever been. No, man, one of my employees, I asked him about it one day on break, and he was explaining to me that he feels so much healthier, you know, that he hasn't been to the doctor in so long, and that's driving my healthcare cost down. The cost that it costs me as an employer to have him as an employee has lowered because he's living a healthier lifestyle. Man, it all dominoes. It all ties in together. It's a great big picture, and we could go for hours breaking it down, like the complete in-depth of it and pulling it back out and how far up the daisy chain it goes. But is it necessary? No. Know that what they're doing now is coming for you. If they start in New York, they're going to start with the big cities first. They make an example of them cats.
And they went
little guys are going to follow because they scared of what happened in the big cities.
And they went for the one that actually is like the basis of the economy of this country. I mean, you got Wall Street, the World Trade, everything comes out of New York. New York has one of the biggest influences on the United States. Why did they start there? They want to prove a fucking point.
Yeah.
When I saw it that it was New York and that's what they did, it was like, holy shit. Like, damn. I mean, it's like I said, right now, it's cold as hell up here. And you got people out there. You still got people out there trying to do what they got to do.
And the calls, man, like I'm not for sure who the representative is in the state of New York, or the man who has to sign off on this paperwork to make sure this goes into effect and is solidified, or if it can be rectified or voted against or whatnot. But I'm sure that there's somebody's phone number out there that you can call and you can blow up and let them know, not just by the emails have always been a thing for me. Like everybody wanted to send an email way back when. Email your congressman, email. The hell with an email. Shit, go buy a stamp, write him a letter, put a stamp on it, lick that stamp and lick that envelope sealed. Whenever you write that letter and you send it in, a handwritten letter, somebody has to read that. And if they open the damn door to their office and it's 10,000 envelopes from the floor to the ceiling, oh, damn, what do we do? Who do we piss off?
Yep.
You see how many envelopes are here? Each one of those could be a vote. Do we want them to vote against us, or we want them to vote with us?
Yep.
I'm going to guess with us.
What's up? What's up, Ken?
How's it going?
It's going, man.
Joel, I gotta tell you, man, both you and Batman, whenever you guys start getting into your compassion that comes out, it's like invigorating. Like, Joel, I could hear you talk about advocacy and getting out and doing what needs to be done for hours. You can hear the passion in your voice. The same thing with you, Batman. And I just wanted to echo, because we're all saying the same things. We're all in agreement on many things. And a lot of the problem is people just aren't going out there and doing it. And then New York is a perfect example of people just sitting on their ass waiting for others to go do something that they need to go do.
Yep. Talk is cheap. Most folks are crock of shit. Sorry, Batman. I know it's your channel. And all
I mean, hell, hey, man, I feel the same.
Talk is cheap. Talking is the easy part. It's the walking that requires some true effort. You know, like I said, when you got to be down in those trenches and being down on the, and people think too, man, no, we got people out there fighting for us. We got people out there fighting for us. If that support's not behind those people that are out there fighting for you, they're weak, they're fallen. And even in chess, you have the pawns up front that are sacrificial. You know, they all play a role. They all play a very specific part, but it all ties together in a game of chess. They're sacrificial and they're protecting. We are the pawns. Everybody out there viewing right now, you're a pawn. Make sure you're being used to your full potential. If you're going to be sacrificed for something, you're being sacrificed for something you truly believe in, and you don't go quietly. You don't just say, oh, they took me off the table. Hell no, you kick and scream when they're pulling you off that table. You let them know. Everybody know. Homeowners associations, doctors, if you're out and about and you step out to vape somewhere and you see a group of people smoking, go over there and talk to them. You know, them damn stick pods. Dude, I just bought another box of damn stick pods today because I give away more than I get to vape. Every time I see somebody smoking, like, hey, man, you ought to try one of these on me. If you like it, hit up your local vape shop. They'll get you squared away, you know. Well, what is it? Man, it's vape. It's so much healthier for you, man. 95% safer for you than smoking traditional cigarettes, you know. And I look and try to evaluate the surroundings that I'm in. Did they come in with a group of people? Did they have a grandbaby with them? Did they have a son, a daughter of younger age that looks like, hey, do you want to see that young lady graduate and walk across the stage one day? If so, I'd really advise you to put down those cancer sticks, because every time you take a draw on that, you paying the government to kill you. You're paying them to kill you. Think about that for a minute. You paying for somebody to kill you. Hell, I don't want nobody to kill me, much less pay them to kill me. And they said, well, he's a grown man. It was his choice. He chose to smoke. Well, yeah, because it's addiction. It treated no different than an opioid addiction. Treated no different than a methamphetamine addiction. Treated no different than a heroin addiction or an alcoholism. Treat it no different than any of those. They all need to be treated the exact same. This is a healthier alternative to break away from those addictions.
See, but
you can speak that and say that, but people would never register in their brain how important it is. They'll never be able to grasp it and wrap their mind around it. Why? Because of the simple way of thinking. Think greater than what's in front of you. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the whole damn picture. We're looking at small puzzle pieces. You know, we need to look at the full picture here and look how deep it is and how important it is. Like I said, you know, prior to my son being born, he's 8 years old right now. 8 years ago, I didn't give two flying flips if I lived, died, see tomorrow or not. But every day that I see that boy get up every morning and dropped off at school, you know, I tell myself, you know, I'm going to watch that boy graduate. After seeing both my twin daughters graduate, all three of my 19-year-old daughters walk the stage as high school graduates, something I never was able to achieve. I told myself, I'm going to be here to watch that young man graduate. The day he graduates, you can take me off this earth, no problem. But I want to make that day. I want to see that. I want to live around. I want to live a healthier lifestyle. I want you guys to live healthier lifestyles. I want you to see your grandbabies grow up to do successful things and become productive members of society. I want you to see your children, your sons, your daughters, even your neighbor's kids, that little annoying shit that's next door to you that pisses you off every day. I want you to be able to see him graduate. Like, I remember when that little shit used to come over here and pester my dogs or pester my chickens or whatever it is you got, you know, or just pester me in general. You know, I want you to be able to look back on those days and have that opportunity. If we don't do so, man, we're doomed.
And it's like I say, like the other biggest thing, like I do it with the guys, man, and some of them are like, damn, well, what's all this going on TV about, you know, the flavor bans and all that? I mean, it's just taken to explain. It's like I said, even in my profession, I got guys that converted over to vaping. They don't know what to do. It's up to us, the ones that do sit here and watch advocacy panels and do listen to the advocacy speeches, and the ones that are informed, it's up to us to get out there and let the ones that don't know. And if I give you a link for Pennsylvania, guess what? You got a friend that's in Pennsylvania that vapes and he don't got a damn clue what's going on. Give him the link. Let him give the next person the link. Pass that shit out. I mean, how hard is that? You're on your damn phone every fucking day anyway.
Stores don't do enough either.
No, the stores don't. And then like a lot of these.
I'm not saying all stores don't do enough. I know plenty of stores that actually do.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I got a couple that are around here around me. They don't give a shit because you walk in, they sell vape shit, they sell tobacco too in the same fucking spot. That should not be allowed.
No. There are the stores that you can tell the store cares more about money than actually about helping people transition over just by walking in and seeing what they sell. If it's nothing more than just vape and vape related, great. Yeah. If they are also selling things such as tobacco or glass pieces or things, you know, kratom or any of the other things that are seemingly becoming more popular in those hybrid stores, I guess, that's where they care more about the money. They don't really care about the advocacy as much. They don't care because they're still making money either way. But a lot of vape stores, like real vape stores, even in my state, I know of 2 out of the 20 that I can drive by that only do and even talk to their customers after they buy something. They'll at least put in a flyer. You know, they have something posted around, and all the other stores just don't do it because they go, oh, we're going to scare away your customer. Yep. You should scare your customer.
Yeah.
Let them know exactly what's going on. Let them know what they need to fight because they're the ones who are oblivious.
That's part of working in a vape shop. That right there is your job as well. Just like it's your job to provide a service and require the right e-liquids or the right device that's for somebody. It's also your fucking job for you to inform somebody, look, you like this e-liquid, but we do have this danger that's going on. We do have this thing with the flavor bans. Along with you buying this e-liquid, I'm going to give you this piece of paper that has links of some people you should contact and everything else that has to deal with it. This is our responsibility as vapors. Here you go. Make sure you do your part. You don't do your part. You sit back, you cross your fucking arms, you put your feet on the desk, and what's happening in New York right now?
Yep.
I mean,
Tracy put Admister just right. I agree, but I think we should look into figuring out how much taxes we're willing to pay to make this go away because it's all about the money. And immediately thereafter, it also says it's just like dealing with a hungry baby. Give the baby milk, it will stop crying. Figure out how much money to give, and this BS will go away. Also, that's true. But if every time a baby cried, you gave it something, it would always cry for something. It would never learn to speak. It would never learn to talk. Like, you know, when my son was 2 years old, a year and a half, 2 years old, and started getting where he's going to start talking, you know, we wouldn't let him reach out for shit. No, you want some? Yeah, tell me what you want. He used to say, I want a fruit frack. I was like, what the fuck is a fruit frack? I didn't know what a fruit frack was. It was a fruit snack. But I learned what he wanted, but he was trying his damnedest to tell me what it was that he wanted, you know, and I wasn't going to just give it to him. He had to I wasn't going to open the drawer and start just throwing shit out. Okay, it's this, giving him more than what he could take in because he's a baby. He would take it all in. He'd take as much as he could get. But once ever I started making him describe to me what it was he wanted, that's how they learn. That's how I set the mold for him. I wasn't going to give him shit left and right. No, I made him tell me, you know, hey, Dad, I'd like a glass of water now. You know, he's 8 years old, very mannerful, but he doesn't indulge either. We have a snack cabinet over there, a drawer full of snacks. He doesn't just go in there and eat all the damn snacks up in one day. No, he goes over there, he gets what he wants, and he goes about his business. You know, he don't sit there all day and doing it. If you pay a little bit of taxes, you can start off at 15% taxes or 20% taxes of retail value. They're not happy with that. They're going to keep going up and up and up and up and up and up until eventually there's no more margin left to be made. and it's just going to buy out the industry. It's going to close up and go away. You speak of shops that should scare their customers. I guarantee you, across the board, nationally, we all agreed. Every vape shop, every online retailer, everywhere, just not even give your customers a warning. Just do it behind the scenes. That one day when they all walked in, your shelves were empty, your juice was gone. You had it in storage in the back of the building. And they walked in and said, what happens? Well, hand them a sheet. This is what happened. This is what happened in New York. They don't have any more flavors. You know what kind of realism would set in then? Like when they go to your shop and they couldn't find the e-liquids that they're used to going in there and getting every time, they walk in and the shelves are empty. But the reason why that doesn't work is because one shop will commit to it, but the next shop won't. Yep. The next shop's like, hell no, we open for business. We taking all that money. There's just as much greed on the industry side of it as there is on the political side of it. Yep. There's greed on both parties. Nobody wants to give and everybody wants to take. And we've seen it firsthand. So
that's maybe we should just create a new political party.
And
whether we want to or not, I firmly believe that we are facing some of the most complicated times in human nature, in human history, period. In all of our existence, we are like on the brink right now. And it's not just in vape. It's not just in United States politics. It's a global political thing. I'm
gonna make a point right here because Tracy, she says they have already mandated that a vape shop owners and employees can't advocate because I guess, it's against the law. You know what? But they also give that phone number at school for mistreating your kids. But I'm going to tell you something. If my kids come home and they disrespect me in a certain way, you know what? Fuck that number they gave my kids. I'm going to take off my belt and I'm going to wrap it around the back of their ass because that's what I'm supposed to do as a father. They're not raising my kids. I'm raising my kids. They told us influencers on YouTube, we're not supposed to advocate and let people know and all that. You know what? Fuck them. I'm going to inform. I'm going to inform whoever I have to inform to keep them educated on what they got to do so they can help me defend what I like, what you like, what everybody in this chat likes. And it's to have one of these. You know what I mean? Sometimes my whole life, my daddy and mama told me, don't do this, don't do that. I did it any fucking way. You know what I mean? We all do. Everybody does crooked shit. Nobody listens when somebody tells you to do something. But guess what? This is what we got to do. If you do not know, and me as a YouTube influencer, as they say, we're not supposed to say vaping is 95% safer. Vaping's 95% safer. It's proven medically.
95% safer.
It's proven medically. How do we have to advocate? You know what? I will in my Facebook group. If you're there, I'm going to look for it. Maybe you got to give me a couple of days, but I'll get the information I need and I will post the links to everybody. If you need it, I'll get it. I'll get with Joel. We'll figure something out. We'll do what we got to do so we can help defend what we like. Vaping, this is what we do. I mean, fuck. I could walk away from this shit right now and be like, the hell with all of y'all. But I don't do that because this community has shown me love. I have run into some jackasses here and there, but this community has shown me love. And I mean, the majority of the people 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't give the fucking time of the day. But now because of vaping, people like Ken, people like Joe, people like Mike Vapes, people like Jay Hayes, people like Felix Vape, people like Mark Foggin, maybe people I never would associate it with. Because of vaping, I do. And I don't look at you where you come from. I don't look at you race, color, religion. We're all people trying to achieve the same fucking goal. That's how I feel about it. Tell me I'm not supposed to advocate. I'm going to do it twice as hard.
Twice as
hard.
What
you going to do? Put me to jail? Come on, get you some.
Yeah, somebody put that in comments. So, people have been threatened with jail before. So I've been threatened with jail with a lot of things I've done in my life. I've done a whole lot.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Come on, get you some. Been there, done that.
It's one of those things. Somebody put too, that the government's biggest thing is that they're afraid of people banding together. Guys, you can look at the number. I'll tell you from a business side of things. You can look at the sales numbers alone. The sales numbers alone with everybody who bought certain products would vape, it would sway a damn election. It would sway more. It's more the community. That's why I've always said this. I care about the community. I give zero shits about the industry. I care about the community. I want to ensure that they're taken care of. Why? Because the community holds the power. The community, you viewers out there, are the most powerful part of this whole picture. You guys control it. If you let somebody else drive the car, hell yeah, they're going to drive the car. But if y'all take the wheel and you take control, do your part, you guys are the most powerful things out there right now. I promise you. If you added up all the numbers of some of the biggest YouTube reviewers out there, from every person that subscribed to these guys and these influencers and reviewers, it would sway a damn election.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about how powerful the community really is. That's why I choose to stand with the side of the community.
And the other thing is, like, you know, if you look at some of the YouTube reviewers' number, let's take Rip Trippers for instance. Okay, look at his numbers. What he got? About 1.5 million. And that's people that watch YouTube. How many vapors are out there don't want nothing to do with YouTube or any social media? But if we don't inform them, letting them know what's going on, I'm telling you, the size in numbers is what makes a difference. You know, it's just what it does. It makes a big difference. If we all come together, we all stick together, we all put everything else that separates us, put that to the side, put what associates all of us together, you know what? We can do more.
These may associate us together, but it's more so than that. It's a mindset we all made a decision to live a healthier lifestyle. That's what binds us. That's what makes us so powerful. The fact that we were able to think for ourselves and say we were unsatisfied with the way things were doing. We wanted a change. We demanded to live a healthier lifestyle. That's what binds us deeper than anything else. No hardware, high end, low end, free, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, premium juice, house juice, do-it-yourself juice, whatever it may be. The fact that we all made a conscious decision to live a healthier lifestyle, to be healthier, better people. That is what binds us beyond anything. That's the core. That's what makes us all unique. We may have different political, religious, spiritual, whatever may be beliefs or hardware beliefs and this and that. But ultimately, we all made a conscious decision to live a healthier lifestyle. That's what binds us. That's why I love the community, because there are people that are willing to think for themselves and not follow the leaders.
Here's something I'd like to touch on. So the thing of saying that advocacy is illegal in shops is actually completely false. Shops are not allowed to say certain things. That's true. For example, if you work at a shop, you cannot tell somebody that vaping is 95% safer than cigarettes. You're not allowed to say that because it's not approved by the FDA. You used to be able to say those things until the FDA stepped in. However, advocacy, telling people to go out there and vote, telling people about what laws are going, that's public knowledge. That's something you are allowed and able to do, especially as an independent business owner. Nothing's stopping you from putting up flyers on your windows, from handing out flyers saying, here's what's going on, here's the information that you need to do. There's a fine line, yes. But you can also put up quotes from Scott Gottlieb, which a lot of other stores are doing, where Gottlieb has said himself that vaping is a safer alternative, that vaping is better. And of course, I'm paraphrasing that, but stores are doing it. They're using his own words against him. They're starting a movement, and it's not illegal to put up quotes, actual quotes from representatives and people. It's not illegal to say, hey, this is happening in this area. Hey, you know, you want a discount? Join CASA. I'll watch you join CASA right now, or Safada. You get 10% off or 20% off or even 50% off. It's my goddamn store. I'm going to give you whatever I want off if you join in the fight. I understand that sounds like free shit, but to get someone in there and get them involved, whatever is necessary. And there are ways to get around things too. Stores can't help people put together their own coils or builds anymore, but that doesn't mean that you can't have somebody who's not employed hang around and do that for them. There's many different things.
Vinyl Vapor, did he not have that? He went viral with the sign sitting outside the shop. Says, look, the employees can no longer help you, but I don't work here. I can help you. That's that mindset of doing what it takes to help, to be that individual. That's what salute to Eric Vinyl Vapor, man. Mad love to that guy over there because he's passionate about it. Every day he's putting up a new post. You know, the least I can do is double tap, share, like, whatever I can do.
I've shared his post on Instagram like crazy.
Good shit. Good shit. Somebody said, Trace, again, says we need to focus on meeting the forces that oppose us halfway. What you allow is what you receive. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Yep.
I don't want to give them nothing. I want my foot on their neck till there ain't no more fight left in them. That's me. Now, I'm not saying that has to be you, but that's my mindset. If we engage in combat and you've declared an all-out war against the well-being of me and mine, you best believe it is an all-out war against the well-being of you and yours. And if you and yours is the money side of it, I'm doing everything I can to make sure you ain't getting nothing.
And political arguments aside, you got to realize that all of us are vapors. Democrat, Republican, liberal, centered, independent, whatever your political viewpoint and stance is, you vape. We all vape. We need to put certain political differences aside to all focus in on the same thing. Yes, because if we get divided amongst ourselves over petty political arguments, what's going to stop us? That's going to stop things right there.
And right there, again, Tracy, she you know, you make a good point. For the industry to thrive, there will have to be some changes made. We understand that. And I get now where she's leading with meeting halfway, because a lot of it has been here, but then you got the government pulling their way and they want to overtax shit and do everything. There has to be a meeting ground. But if us as the vape community, and I'm talking about the distributors, I'm talking about the manufacturers, if they don't push for a way to come to a resolution, to come together, to bring something up, to find an agreement, you know, that middle ground to where the government won't lose and the vape industry will thrive, there has to be that middle ground. I understand where she's going with it, but everything is like, you do have that mentality, and Ken, you yourself know it, because you have talked about it before, where you do have a lot of these companies that they don't give a shit. They're like, well, vaping is here. Let me take advantage and get everything I can while it's still here. But then the ones that suffer are us vapors, that we don't want this to go nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, we want this here. But you got some companies, which I mentioned earlier, but right now I'm not going to get into. They don't give a shit. They're in to fill their pocket right now and fuck it, whatever. That's like, well, the expression come up. These Chinese companies that we get tired of buying mods and shit from. You know, everybody buys them. Most of them guys there, they smoke. So they make the vape equipment. They sell you it. They don't use it. They smoke.
That's a sad thing to see, man. I've seen it firsthand. He's right.
Yeah.
You know, I can honestly tell you that I've never seen a representative of Wotofo smoke. I've never seen it with my own eyes. That's
congratulations to every one of them.
I've never seen it. I'm not saying they don't, but I've never seen it with my own eyes. I think they know enough to know that I would throw a damn shoe over something like that. But I've personally never seen that. And the shops that are out there getting it while the getting's good, that's all they're doing. They're just in it to get that bread. They're not in it to help anybody but themselves. They're not in it for anything else other than the money. If this goes away, they're going to take all the money they made on vaping and probably open a tobacco shop.
No.
They use cigarettes.
No, and here's the thing, man. Like you see where I'm at right now. This is an office in the warehouse for Artist Liquid Labs. It's an e-liquid company here in Washington State. One of my jobs is to be an independent B2B salesman, contacting stores, getting people lined up to at least try and carry the liquid. It's pure commission. The more states that cannot carry flavor, that is one more roadblock for me. I've worked in stores. I've worked here. I lost my main job because, you know, you ever try business to business? It's fucking hard. But the thing is, this is something that's a lot of people's livelihoods.
Well,
We're looking at all these bans and taxes. I mean, what, 40% tax for you, Batman?
yeah.
Okay, so we're fighting a 95% tax.
Mm-hmm. That's
95.
ridiculous. That's fucking horrible. That's horrible every time I hear it. That 95% tax. Come on, man. You got to be real. Were you kidding me? Like, really?
Are you willing to pay $70 for 120 mil? It's got to be damn good, right?
No.
Are you willing to pay 40 to 45 bucks?
Mil, regardless of what juice is in it.
40 to 45 bucks for a 60 mil? How about, I don't know, let's say, let's see here. How about 160 bucks for a little tiny starter kit?
That's insane.
That's what we're fighting in my state. We're also fighting the flavor ban that just happened in New York is something that we're looking at too. Now, there hasn't been a hearing set up for it yet, but we've already been defeated with the Tobacco 21. So pretty much once it passes the Senate, we have one last shot to fight that. But once it passes the Senate, we lose a lot of our customer base for the stores.
And
Stores
answer
start
me this
shutting down.
question, Ken. In your state, recreational and medical is legal?
Yep.
That answers it right there. That's something that's going to come to be with all of these. I think it's they want to do away with vaping to have that be the thing. They're cash cow. Why? Because they can regulate all that. They've already eradicated almost all of those plants from the soil. They spent millions and billions of dollars in doing so. Now they can control that. If they eliminate all the vape gear and all these vape juice companies off the face, they can come back and regulate it later. So that's the reason why you're going to see the 95% tax on vaping is because it poses a threat to their cash cow.
And this isn't just tax, it's a wholesale tax.
See, it's ludicrous, man. You're posing a threat to what they are banking on, what they make their money on. We posed a threat with the tobacco. Now we're posing a threat on that front. And if you look at the states, I'm not sure of all of them, but the majority of them that have moved forward with the Tobacco 21 and going through with these other flavor bans and other enormous, outrageous taxes, they are all following suit with that recreational and medical being legal in those states. And if they're not yet, it's on the docket to be. And they're just making headway to allow that to come in, and nothing opposes it. What you allow is what you'll receive. Think about that. Like, really sit back. Even when we get off of this live stream, think about that aspect in every form of your life. What you allow is what you will receive. Always. If you don't allow it, you'll never receive it.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a story here, if that's okay. It's a very quick story. But last year when I was just hanging out at my local vape shop, well, not last year, now 2 years ago, we were fighting a 21 up and a 60% wholesale tax. And this is where I'm talking about advocacy and activism works. We were fighting a 21 and up, T21 ban, as well as a 60% wholesale tax. Both of them at the same time for the same reason. 19-year-old kid comes in, buys his vape gear. I let him know about it and goes, well, you better go out there and fight it for me. That's the mentality that we're going against.
Yeah. I've taken a stand. I've made very verbal on my stand on the T21, where I stand on that. Man, 18, now this is not all of them. This is not every 18 to 21-year-old out there. But that age group, man, those kids, their minds are so young. I mean, they grew up in a different time than we did. We try to associate 18 to 21, 18-year-olds being us at 18. Man, the world has changed so drastically at 18. I got 3 19-year-old daughters, so I can relate to that age very, very well. 3 daughters. They're so naive, and it's scary. And I tried to teach them as everything I could, but I can't teach them. I can only do so much. I do my part to make sure that they look. End of the day, if I'm judged for my actions, I hope I'm judged on the good side for doing my part and doing the right thing. But I look at the young men that are potential boyfriends and could be fiancés and husbands and fathers to my grandchildren one day. I'm like, I don't want that little wormy bastard nowhere around my babies. Not because I don't like him because of his skinny jeans or his really, really short shorts that are shorter than my daughter's. No, because that young man can't get out there and turn a wrench. He can't change his own damn tire on his car if he has a flat. He can't change his own oil. Not all of them, but the majority of them are. And then the argument comes up, and Miss Amy made this. Amy, COO, shout out to her. She made this argument that at 18, yes, they can go off to the military and fight for our country and fight for our rights and to be free and have this option to vape that we currently have now. But the military molds them. They break them down to absolutely nothing, and then they mold them back into exactly what they want them to be in military form, to say they're a military combat ready or whatever avenue the military decides to use that said individual's talent or skill sets on. The military breaks them down and builds them up and molds them into what they're the guidance that has been lacked in the homes and the upbringing of those said children. You know, not saying that all of them lack it. Those that don't like it, you know, they excel when they get into the military. They do very well. But it all ties together again, man. Like the government understands that. They understand that whole mindset. So when it comes to the tobacco 21 deal, man, I've never really been really opposed to that because I see the generations of kids. The only problem with it is, do you not think they're going to do something? They're going to do whatever the hell they want to do now anyway. You can post a speed limit sign up that says 75 miles an hour. They still going to do 85 miles an hour. You can post a speed limit sign that says 100. They're going to do 105.
No.
Why? Because it's in their way. It's just their way of thinking. It's their nature. It's us as human nature. We are defiant. We enjoy that. We get the chemicals in our brains start working up on that adrenaline rush that I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hell, we were all there. I know Batman was there. Ken, I know you were there at one point in time in your life where you knew you weren't supposed to do something, but you did it anyway.
Oh, I'm still there.
You enjoyed the feeling of doing it.
Nope.
Dude, man, I suffer from ODD. So I'm there pretty much 95% of the time. And ODD is oppositional defiant disorder. Mm-hmm. That means anybody in charge, anybody with a little bit of power over me, looks at me and says, go do something. I go, fuck you. And I go do the opposite thing. That's up here. But I completely understand what you're saying. I mean, kids show that quite a bit. But as far as the T21 thing goes, I look at it as, what about the kids who started smoking when they were like 12, 13, right? They couldn't legally get something to help them quit. And they're so addicted. Finally, when they turn 18, they go into a vape shop and they go, okay, I want to quit smoking cigarettes. And we go, I'm sorry, we can't help you because of a bill that just passed. That kid just goes back and keeps smoking cigarettes.
But it's just as illegal for him to smoke a cigarette as it would be for him to vape.
Well,
yeah. But you got to follow the law and you have to deny the sale.
Yeah, I understand denying the sale, but whatever, if he really was that adamant on not smoking anymore, is that he could find a way to vape. He could find his vape.
Oh, yeah.
He could go find his tobacco.
Yeah.
He could be just as adamant and just as pushing in that way to go find his vapes.
But they showed that the age 21 to be able to vape, where they're going to raise the tobacco age, legal tobacco age to 21, but since somebody brought it up where 18, 19-year-olds can join the military, they have to show their military ID to be able to buy tobacco products at 18 and 19. So that was also in there. I was like, you fucking kidding. Yep. So 18 and 19-year-olds that want to smoke or vape or what, they have to show military ID.
I'm okay with that. If the laws go through, personally, I believe if you are considered old enough to go out there and die for our country, then you should be old enough to drink, vape, smoke, buy hookers, porn, whatever the hell you want to.
I'm in agreement with that. I mean, if they're of legal age to do so, if they are actively doing so, if they're doing their part and going to serve in the military, then hell, shit, I'd give them a vape my damn self. You know, it's much like buying a coffee for a Korean vet or something, or buying lunch for a veteran when I see the hats out there. It's kind of like a little thing we do in our family. We see somebody out there, we can tell is a legit true vet. Well, we're going to take care of them. We're going to buy them lunch, or at least offer to. Sometimes they won't allow you to because they're kind of prideful too. They won't allow you to buy them lunch. But I try to. at least offer to buy them lunch or buy them a coffee in the morning at the gas station. If anything else, hold the door open for them. Like if there's active members out there, yeah, I'm all about taking care of them and making sure they take priority with me personally in my household. But same thing on the sales. If they're old enough and they are actively doing so, then hell yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's this what boggles the mind, like, okay, so all of a sudden you're old enough to go, and I know this is getting a little political, I'm sorry, but we could give them a gun at the age of 18 and say, go out and shoot people and die for us.
But you don't just give them the freedom.
No, you don't.
Use the gun.
I understand that, but I'm saying we're putting them through this, and they're 18. By the time they graduate, they might still be 18, or they can enlist at 17 and be 18 by the time they graduate.
But mentally, that 18-year-old would be equivalent to a 22, 23-year-old who's not had any training, who has not been molded and understand and taught the consequences of, or the understanding of consequences and actions, your actions and your consequences and such, like understanding leadership and command, when they're told, hey, look, you get down and give me 10, I ain't giving you 10 push-ups, kiss my ass. Oh, no, you're going to give them to you. Yeah, you get 100, and you're going to be there all day until you get your 100. Like that 18-year-old, whenever he does turn 18, is to the mindset of a 23, 24-year-old male on the civilian side of things. So
you will do push-ups until I get tired.
Yeah, there's a difference there.
And that's what I'm saying that I support, is those people who have gone through the training, gone through all that, and are able to go and fight for our freedom and protect us, deserve to be able to do those things and be able to go out and buy whatever they want to buy. I mean, I already think it's stupid enough that they can't even have a drink until 21.
Yeah. And somebody said if they deem the flavor additives unsafe for consumption, they need to take all the flavors out of food, drinks, and everything.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have bland cakes for sure.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Man, we'll all be eating rice cakes, like styrofoam cups.
You want to have candy? Nope, no candy. It'll just be sugar.
Yep.
Kids, you want some candy? Okay, here's a teaspoon of sugar. There you go.
And then it's like that Lucky Charm beer. Somebody brought it up earlier. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah. It's one of those things, man. And all this starts back. Make sure your house is in order and everything will be all right. Pal 702.
There we go. Pal 702 in the house. What's up, pal?
What's up? What's up, guys? How you doing?
Blessed.
Doing what we do.
Dude, I was like chilling on the couch, just relaxing. And then Mr. Just Right One said, get off your ass and do something. So, you sent me the live, so here I am. Should be a motivational speaker, Joel.
Oh, man. Dude, if I can be anything in this world, I want to be better than I was yesterday. And I encourage everybody else out there to be the exact same way. Approach every day with the same mindset. Wake up. Do something better today than what you did the day before. And I hope that becomes contagious. I hope that becomes something like the flu, where it becomes positivity spread far and wide, man. Like, I swear by it, guys. You guys watching out there are so damn powerful. You don't realize how powerful each and every single one of you are out there. I mean, you can go back to the top of this chat and read every name off of there. And everybody in this chat right now has more power than they ever realized.
Yep.
And to band that together, bond us together, to know that we had a strong mindset to start thinking for ourselves can change so much once we realize it. But we have to realize that we are powerful. We are the most important thing on this planet, every single one of us. If tomorrow comes and we don't, the world will never be the same.
Yep.
And the silence falls. Sorry.
Well, no,
it's good, man. That's good. Everybody's taking it in. They really think about what you just said, and it's true. I agree with you 100%, man. People don't realize the power they have if we all come together. If we all come together, hey, it's just like I said. Look, my big ass, me, and I may be a tough guy. A lot of people look at me like a tough guy, but there's one of me. Now, if I got the other three coming out here pissed off at me, want to whoop my ass, all three at the same time, guess what? The big guy's going to be like, hold on, can we talk about it first?
I don't know, dude.
Numbers matters.
I don't know. Do you get the bat? Do you carry a bat or not? Because you with a bat, I'll take you with a bat over 3 dudes pretty much any day of the week.
But you know that.
But earlier when we were talking, because I was in chat and we were having some good discussions, and I think that discussing politics is something that as a community we got to get better at, because the world in general is not good at discussing politics. Like civil discourse in the United States, it's gone now. I mean, both parties in the media, they've got us to a point where we want to tear each other's fucking heads off because of a hat, or because of, you support this, or, and there's no compromise anymore. There's no, and that's just them winning. I mean, that both of those parties, they just want to stay in control. They want their power, and they're all the same people once they get to DC. And all they want to do is keep us divided, thinking one side's evil and the other side's, the truth. When the reality is like they're full of shit. And all politics, like just like I'm trying to meet up with my congresswoman, all politics are local. They all start local. They all start with the grassroots, with an organic movement, and that's how you affect change in politics, anyways. That, or you have a shitload of money, which vaping doesn't have. So I mean, I just think it's a good idea. I mean, that was my degree. I graduated from UNLV with a bachelor's in political science and public administration, and I was involved in politics for a long time. And I voted for both parties. I don't claim either party, but I do know that that it's just not what you see on the news and what they tell you. It doesn't matter if you watch CNN or Fox; they're both fucking liars. All they want to do is get us to the point where we want to kill each other, and then they can pass all these fucked up laws because it's like, hey, look at this hand, look at this hand. Meanwhile, the other hand's giving you, not giving you a reach around; it's giving you the shocker. It's just, I just feel like it's now time to be able to openly discuss politics in vaping, because it's coming down to voting, who we're voting into office. And I consider like vaping if it's a wedge issue. It's something that I would totally vote for someone. I don't give a fuck what party they're for, as long as they're pro vaping. I'll cross the line. I'll cross any line. I'll vote for whoever is pro vaping. And it would be nice, like when I meet my congresswoman, I'll have a link to my YouTube channel. I'll let her know how many subscribers that I have, which isn't very many. It's only 3,000, but I'll let her know, like, yeah, most of these people will be, most of these people are your constituents. So yes, I do have a voice, and I can let them know. And if you don't have an opinion on it, I'm going to have a nice little pamphlet with the Royal College of Physicians, the newest report that came out, that it's like, you're twice as likely to quit using e-cigarettes over, any of the other shit. I'll have that report for her. I'll have all that. So I can say, okay, well, here's literature. Can you educate yourself? And can we set another, because they're going to give you something like, oh, I don't know much about it. They're going to do that. Have the information for them. They all went to college. Most of them are lawyers. They can read that shit over and formulate an opinion. And if they can't, then don't vote for them.
Yeah.
It's funny that you bring up that.
Or have one of their minions read it.
Oh no, I'm trying to get a face-to-face with her in her office. It's actually, her office is only like a 5-minute drive from my house. Like I looked, you can Google it. You can get on realclearpolitics.com, or there's other websites where you can be like, where is my congressman? Because I want to go congressman rather than senator, because senator is going to be stretched super far, because there's only 2 per state, where congressman, there's 1 congressperson per every 700,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So California has whatever, like 200 and something Congress people. So you're way better. You have a way better opportunity to meet face to face them than with just 2 senators. So I'm just, if you can get a shot at a senator, then fuck, go for it, for sure. I mean, they're considered the more,
literally a shot at a senator, guys.
Yeah, no, yeah. Hey, boats and hoes, man. It's all love. I'm not having any calls to action on violence. No.
You get a call. California now has 199 senators.
There you go. All right.
Well,
like, my bad.
It's interesting that you bring up.
You have to be able to speak. Go ahead, Ken. My apologies.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say this real quick. Interesting that you bring up the facts from the Royal College of Physicians there, because in the hearing that we just had for the 95% taxing that we were able to go and talk in, we were not allowed to present those facts because they were not American facts.
That's such bullshit. That's such bullshit.
Yeah, they threw all that stuff out the window and said, nope, you can't use that in your argument.
I didn't know that
was-
I didn't know that facts were exclusive to America only. I thought facts were also, I thought facts were undeniable, backed by science, across the world. I didn't know they were.
I would think that too, but apparently, since maybe there's a rate exchange for the UK pound to dollar,
So
maybe that, like, the smart people over in the UK are even smarter with the rate exchange. Like maybe it's 3 scientists American to 1 UK scientist. I don't know. But
they told you like you can't use any of those.
Yeah.
Facts. Wow.
During that hearing, they said you cannot use these facts because they did not come out of the US.
I'm still gonna tell the congresswoman that, look, this is the same group that came out. I don't know, was it how many decades before the FDA and the Surgeon General came out did the Royal College of Physicians come out and say that smoking would cause cancer and kill you? It was like 2 or 3 or 4 decades. I don't know. It was a long time.
I think it was the 60s for them and finally the 80s for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think like if you sit with someone and you let them know that fact, and then also let them know that the UK is single payer. It's it's free healthcare, so the government's going to do whatever is cheapest. And if they with all the science behind vaping, of course they're going to pick vaping because they have to pay everyone. Otherwise they're going to have to pay for everyone to be on hospice, which is really expensive. They're going to have to pay for everyone's Chantix and their whatever other shit that they come out with that makes you suicidal or
murderous,
whatever. Yeah, or worse. Yeah, depressed and all that. I don't know, man. I don't talk a lot about I don't talk enough about advocacy in my videos just because there's a lot of good people like NorCal Sick Boy and Joel and all of you guys all talk about it, and I usually leave it to other people, but that's something that I'll change in the future. But I really am going to do it behind the scenes though, and then if I accomplish something, like obviously I'll post a video like after I get a meeting with somebody. I'm just not going to go out and make promises. I'd just rather show you guys. Sit around and talk about it.
Nope.
To echo, to echo Mr. Just Right One. I mean, that's really where that's his stance on everything. It's like, and it's very similar. My father says the same shit to me since I was 4 years old. He said, "The proof is in the pudding." I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about the good boy you are or what you're gonna do. Like, show me. I don't want to hear about it. So I agree with your approach, but with everyone and people in chat and stuff. I mean, it's just I just pray that we don't get stuck on political party affiliation or presidents or past presidents, or because that's what they want. They want us.
It creates division,
Yes.
division. They can divide and conquer that way. That's been proven again. When I say history has already been written, but it never changes. It repeats itself until
100%.
somebody stands up and makes a stand to say, "Hey, we fell for that before. We ain't falling for that again." That's very, very important. And you say, something you just enlightened me to, pal, and I want to thank you for that, is the fact that, yes, we do need to learn to be more open about political conversations. That is a mandatory must. Even if we don't agree with it, we must still be civil human beings and civil beings to be open enough to think. How can we go to their table and expect them to be open enough to listen to us as vapors and the reason why we want to vape if we're not even open-minded enough to listen to each other's thoughts on political views? That is very, very deep, pal, and I'll go to bed tonight thinking about that, man. I promise you I will. That will keep me up for a long time.
Well, and on that too, Mr. Just Right One, what they'll try to do to you too is when you go to sit down with them, if you're not ready, if you haven't put yourself in that mindset, they're going to throw you some red meat. They're going to figure out kind of which way you lean. And then they're going to start bringing up just random shit about Trump or Obama or something to knock you off your game, to you to agree with them. Just as a salesperson, as anyone, want them to answer right away. As a politician, you want them to agree with you. Your first questions are, "Oh, it's a beautiful day out there, isn't it?" "Yes." And then they say yes, and you ask them something else that they agree with you. So they're already agreeing with you. They do tricks like that, and they'll throw you off your game. You have to just remember, don't take the red meat, man. Just don't do it. If they try to throw something out there and they're trying to mix in healthcare, well, maybe healthcare is a little bit more relevant, but if they're trying to mix in immigration or abortion to vaping, it's like, dude, stop. We're not even here for that, bro. Like, that's totally different, man.
Leslie's Vaping says, I can't vote for someone just based on vaping. No, I don't think that's the point we're trying to make. The point is to make here is if we start discussing with each other, becoming more open to political conversation, we start educating each other. Well, as we want to educate our congressmen, our senators, and the government and the powers that be to the pros of vaping and what it's done for us, the same thing goes on a political scale. If us as vapors can start openly talking about politics and educating each other to both sides of the coin, you know, like if I showed you a coin and I only showed you the heads up side and you don't know what's on the other side, what I tell you choose heads or tails, do you automatically assume that there's a tail side to this? I could fool you and there could be a head on both sides.
Yep.
You know, until you're educated enough to realize that, yes, there is a tail on this coin and there is two sides to every coin. And you have to be willing to accept and be open enough to ask those questions to realize that there's two sides to the exact same coin. But if I showed you one and only showed you a heads up, would you bet your yearly salary that it's going to be heads or tails? I hope not. I hope you've done enough education and said, well, let me see the other side of the coin. Why? Because you want to be educated. You want to make a conscious decision based on the facts in which are before you. You don't know if it's double-headed coin or not.
And if you don't, then it's heads I win, tails you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's, and we have such a big, and that's one of the things I put in the email that I wrote to her, you know, about, you know, we're not dudes that hang out to tattoo shops. You know, we're lawyers and doctors and mechanics and fucking welders, and we're your constituents. You know? Yeah, we work on oil rigs and pick up fucking Volkswagen cars with our bare arms, and fucking come out in the nose. But I mean, it's just one of those things where I hope that over time, because in the beginning, these discussions involving politics and then coming from politics itself, when you first start to do it, you're not very good at it, and you tend to just demonize your opponent. But I'm actually a libertarian, and to the core, and libertarian, what we believe that there should always be a dissenting opinion. Even if you're 100% right, you should always have someone next to you questioning you why. Not only so they know, but so you understand what you're arguing about. And a lot of times the majority is wrong. Like, you know, there should always be a dissenting opinion. I want people to challenge everything that everyone says always. I think it's healthy. I think it's a robust discussion to always have somebody playing devil's advocate. Always. That's, you know, Joel, you do it on your show a lot. You know, there'll be a devil's advocate in there and stuff like that. And that's good, because that's also preparing you for the other side's argument. You know, because that's the best way that we can win this war is with facts. I mean, science and facts are on our side, and that's how we disarm them, you know, is by sticking to the facts and not letting them push us off into fucking Trump or Obama or whoever the hell. I mean, who cares about any of those guys? I don't care.
That's the same here, man. None of the presidents have ever bothered me as to who's in office. At the end of the day, I don't judge my actions on when I walk out that door on who's the president in office and how they're going to take to my decision to do what I'm doing. When I walk out that door, I want to do the right thing. If that's stopping traffic to help push a car that's stuck in traffic out of the way when everybody else is driving around, I don't give a shit that I could possibly get a ticket for impeding traffic. The car in front of me is impeding traffic too. I'm getting out to help that person so that they don't receive that ticket. You know, like who the president is doesn't determine what my actions are as a human being, you know, as to doing the right thing on a daily basis. And I hope everybody out there has the same mindset and can learn to have that mindset to do the right thing, regardless if the next guy thinks it's right or not. I give two shit what he thinks about it. I'm doing what I feel is right because it's right to me. At the end of the day, when I'm face my maker and leave this planet, I feel as if I'm going to be judged on the actions of my heart, right or wrong, you know, and that goes to a lot of spirituals, religion too. Religion's that other thing that nobody wants to talk about. But go start studying a lot of religions. Most of them that don't even believe in a heaven or hell, believe in reincarnations and such, are done based on the actions in which you have on your day-to-day life. You know,
Shinto out of Japan. I lived in Japan for 2 years, and they're Shinto. And if you ever go to Japan, you'll notice one thing is that whatever job they have, they do it better than anyone else can do it. And that's because they believe in no tomorrow. Like everything that you do must be done today as well as you can do it. Otherwise, you're a failure. And like when it's just, I totally agree with what you're saying. And there's other comment in the chat about, like a two-party system and why, why the government, why we were built with a two-party system. And I disagree with. That's one of the main things they're using to control us is a two-party system. A two-party system to represent 325 million people? No, I don't think so.
It's
I mean, there should be 4 parties. I mean,
you got to be on this side or this side. You can't. Where's the
it's just like
factor to it? You know what I mean? It's like a 50-50. Where's the other factor to it that says, okay, yes or no?
Give me something in the middle. Have a conservative and have a hardcore conservative, have a hardcore progressive liberal, but then have some, a center left and a center right parties, so have, because it's like we're stuck with picking, two shitty ass parties. We are. Which one suck? Do you want a douche or an asshole in the office? I mean, those are your choices almost. It sucks because it's not reflective of us as a society. Those two parties, like. I mean, I'm not like a hardcore environmentalist, but I think there should be Green Party representatives, and I think there should be whatever social democrats, and there should be libertarians and Republicans, and there should be lots of parties. I mean,
there needs to be a prism. There needs to be multiple angles of light that pass through that did multiple colors come off of, multiple decisions, multiple perspectives come through when you look at how the prism, how the light hits it, how it refracts off of it, and what comes of that. That needs to be.
Don't let them pigeonhole you. Just don't let them pigeonhole you, man, because once they pigeonhole you and they're able to stick you in a fucking box, that's where they'll keep you for the rest of your life. Don't let them define you as a one simple person, oh, you're this or you're that. Don't accept that. Don't accept that. Don't let them pigeonhole you. You're not that. You're a combination of all kinds of good things, good and bad things. We all are. I mean, but don't let them pigeonhole you into the corner. Don't paint yourself into a corner either. You have to arm yourself with facts and approach the situation as the bigger, adult in the room. Because we have 2 strikes. It's the bottom of the 9th. Fucking New York just served up a, 95 mile an hour fastball right up by our neck to brush us off the plate. That scares me. The fact that New York City, man, the media and the financial capital of the world. That's huge.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you don't step to the plate.
No.
When you're up on the bat on the roll call, you step up to that plate and you make sure that you get up there and you swing whatever. Don't just swing at bullshit. You use an educated, calculated swing. Like, okay, I know that you're going to throw me. I know he's going to try to walk me. I know he's going to walk me. You may have to take a walk for the next guy to get up there, the power hitter behind you, or hey, they're going to strike out the power hitter to let this guy go up. That doesn't mean you don't swing with everything you got in your soul. And the same,
you might have to step in and lean into a pitch, man, and get hit by a pitch too.
Yeah, take one, take a lick, for that walk, for that base, because the guy coming up behind you is going to make sure it's taken care of, and that happens with teamwork. I'm glad you referenced that. It's baseball. It's unity. It's teamwork. It's being one. It's togetherness. It's breaking down walls of division to unify and see just how much can be accomplished by doing so. When you do that, man, there's nothing that can stop us. There's nothing that can stop you. If your neighbor, if you get pissed off with your neighbor and you're in the homeowners association and all the neighbors are all hated each other, nothing would ever get done. But if one neighbor starts getting along with this neighbor and, he's not really that bad of a guy. Hell, we ought to meet up, tee you off at the green tomorrow. And he comes out and he start cutting jokes. Hey, you got a hell of a sense of humor, man. We ought to bring Tommy from down the road in. Before you know it, then you can start swaying your homeowners association. Same concept goes with our fight for vape, man. You got to start. It's got to snowball there, but there has to be that initial inertia moving forward, and to stay packing on and picking up and collecting more and more people as we move forward. And if we don't do that, we are doomed. We are destined for failure. The only people that can change it is us. There's nobody else going to do it for you. It's not going to be Pal 702 is not going to go do it for you. Batman's not going to go do it for you. Mr. Just Right's not going to do it. Ken's not going to do it. Jay Hayes ain't going to do it for you.
Ken might do it. Ken's pretty
Twisted
nice.
Ain't going to do it for you.
Wait. I could probably go do it.
Yeah, I think Ken might do it.
Ken, I ain't got enough money to pay you to go do it. But nobody's going to, the point I'm trying to make is it's your responsibility to get up and remain vocal and to go to your town hall meeting, to be vocal with everybody in which you pass about it. You know, don't be afraid to go meet new people that are out there smoking. You know, somebody who's out there smoking a cigarette may see you vaping and be thinking, damn, I wonder what the hell he's doing over there. I've always wondered about that, but I'm not going to approach that guy because he's got tattoos and he wears a big ass necklace. And I seen that candy paint change on his car when he drove up. We don't get along. But if I break down that barrier and go initiate conversation with him, it could be the very best thing that ever happened for him. But man, you know, I've always wanted to ask about that. I just never knew what it was.
And this is where we got to not let politics get in their way. You can see someone vaping with wearing a MAGA hat, and somebody who's driving a vote for Hillary car, vaping out the same window. And when they are pulling up next to each other, all they see is somebody else vaping, and so they'll hold up their mod and they'll just blow clouds to each other. It's kind of like the vapor salute.
It's awesome. I love it when that happens.
It is.
like you're sitting in their car and you're like, what's up?
Yeah, or you're sitting in the drive-thru and like 3 cars up, someone blows out a big cloud, and you're like, okay, let's see what I can do. Let's see, can I one up them or not?
And you're trying to like check out what mod they have and shit. Like you're looking through the window and shit.
In a lot of ways, I mean, vaping has actually unified the people more than anything else has, if you think about it. With vaping, you know, as Batman said earlier, we don't see skin color, we don't see religion, we don't see politics. We just see another vapor.
Yep. Yeah,
see,
and
I see more than a vapor. I see that
panel. I mean, just look at the panel just to prove your point. I mean, all 4 of us are 4 very different people that have had 4 very different experiences in life. Yet we're right here, like, you know, and we're a band of brothers and sisters. It's what we are. You know, we don't judge. That's the best thing too, is we don't judge, man. Like, this is a very non-judgment. I mean, there are some people to judge. I mean, not get it twisted, but as a majority, we are a pretty non-judgmental, pretty forgiving community, and I love it. I'm thankful for it because it's not a matter of time if, it's just when you fuck up or make a mistake.
I've made many of them myself, you know. It's a part of it. You got to learn from it, you know. And my granddaddy always told me, he said, look, son, you don't fail at something. You know, it's not a mistake if you learn from it. It's a lesson. You know, you go back and you recalculate, what can I do better next time to make sure I don't do the same thing? It's a lesson. Story time. Hell, we'll go with stories. I'll get one real quick. Had a 2002 Cadillac DeVille. Hurricane Katrina just blew through. East Texas was flooded. We're in the bottoms down here. Elevation's not very high. We were flooded. And I drove up to a sign that said, do not enter. But my dumbass drove around that sign anyway, thinking, it's not that, water's not that deep. I'm familiar with this road. I flooded that car and destroyed a 2002 Cadillac. And I was sick. I was like, dude, I can't believe I did this. My granddad's going to kill me. And when the tow truck driver got me home, my kids were in the car with me and I had to get them out the sunroof the whole night. It was horrible. But my son was telling my granddad, he's like, yeah, Dad tried to take the Cadillac swimming and it don't like to swim. So my granddad is laughing his ass off about it. And the whole time I'm thinking he's going to kill me. Like, son, how the hell could you be so stupid as to do so? But he told me, son, I'm not even upset with you. You learned a lesson. Do you know not to go around those signs anymore? Turn around, don't drown. I live by that now. I will not go into a puddle of water. I promise you. I will not drive even through the slightest bit of puddle of water. I'll go 10 city blocks to get around it in a heartbeat. But you learn a lesson. And same thing goes here, guys. If we learn from New York, we learn from that. And we're given an opportunity now to prepare ourselves. What must be done? What did we do wrong there? And what can we do to prevent that from happening again? And how can we go back and address New York? New York's not off the table. It's something that we can overturn. It's something that we can go back and address at a later date to get it. If enough people make enough noise, we can change anything we want.
Yeah.
We have to be willing to make that noise. And we're given an opportunity here to learn from this. Let's not take that black eye and say, oh, shit, you got a hell of a left hook. No, next time he throws that left, you're going to duck. You know, that's what we're granted here. We've been afforded that. We got to turn a negative into something positive, move forward, and prepare ourselves for our next battle. You know, somebody said earlier, we got to choose our battles wisely. We got to learn from our battles just as much. Those that we lose, we must go back to the drawing board and say, we're not going to send our troops in there again. We're going to refocus our forces and direct them in this direction at this time.
Yeah, and that's a question I have because I'm not nearly into all the groups as much as you are, or Ken, or Batman, or like out in the chat, NorCal Sick Boy. Like, how does something like that in New York? How does it get brought up? How does all that happen? And people only get like a 1 day notice. Like who's responsible for that? Like, who is responsible for letting the people of New York know about that before it's the day of? Like, where is that? That seems like a logical place to start. Like, let's fix that. Like,
Lobbyists should be fully aware of all those actions, of everything that's being proposed to the table at that time. That's why it's important to be able to fund these CASAs and stuff like that. We have to have those lobbyists out there that can understand law and understand what's be in those private door meetings. That is not something that they're sitting there talking about publicly. No, they're addressing this behind closed doors. And the lobbyist has somebody on the inside that's texting them or emailing them saying, hey, look, this is coming. This is happening. It's happening right now. Prepare your forces now to get out there and do what needs to be done, prevent it from happening again, or from preventing it from passing. And when we don't have an abundance of lobbyists or people in that inner circle, in that inner group to tell us and inform us, we can never prepare ourselves. Those strikes that you get that are unexpected, that you never seen, are the ones that are detrimental to you. It's like they can bury you with it. And that's exactly what they've done. They've done the same thing here in Tyler, Texas. They had a bill proposed on the table.
You're in Texas?
Yeah, right there in the deep in the heart of Texas.
All right, guys. Well, I mean, we could turn this into 7-hour live show if we wanted to, but we've been going for 2 hours and a half. I actually got to head out tomorrow, so I got to go spend some wifey time.
Yes, Batman, I didn't get a notification.
Let's close it out. I know. You know what? A lot of people have been saying that about my channel. I mean, I'm guessing it's YouTube. Maybe YouTube don't like me. A lot of people
like me for a minute
that they don't get the notification from my live feeds.
Just hit that unsubscribe and then resubscribe and hit the bell again.
A lot of people have been saying that. So, I mean, what we could do, we just quick go around. If you guys got some words of wisdom, we'll start off with Joe. Start off from the top. Go from Joel to Ken to Pal.
Man, as always, guys, Mr. Just Right One checking in and checking out at the same damn time. I'm going to say, like I always do, till you absolutely understand that I mean what I say whenever I say it. If at any given point in time you've ever felt like you are not a somebody, I want you to know that you are a somebody in somebody's eyes, and that somebody is me. I absolutely love each and every one of you out there. Stay focused, stay blessed. Mr. Just Right One checking in and checking out at the same damn time.
All right, Ken.
How can I follow that? Oh, man. You know what? Batman, thanks for having me on. I do appreciate it. Joel, love you, brother. Pal, you're a good man. It's good to see you again. Got to get you on again. And also, I'm going to steal a quote from a man named Hesh. We either band together or get banned together.
Nope.
And I think I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Pal?
All right. Well, if we're going to do quotes, famous quotes, I'll take one from Robert Frost, one of my favorites. What does he say? He said, I can sum up everything I've learned about life in 3 words. It goes on. So this might be a little setback, but it's nothing to throw the towel in. And then my whole reason for coming on here really was mainly for the political aspect of this. Is let's do our best let's do better than what we see on TV. Let's do better than the professionals. Let's do better than the politicians and the mainstream media. Let's do better than those guys. Let's not in our community. Let's not immediately start slanging MAGA at each other or Obama or. Let's leave. I mean, if you want to, but bottom line is you're your own person, so do what you want to do. But I'm hoping that, at least for me, anyways, I'm never going to approach this topic as I'm not going to attack you for political beliefs or anything like that. But I will bring up facts, and hopefully that doesn't offend people, because it all boils down to, in the end, what you're willing to sacrifice as far as where vaping ranks in your life. If vaping ranks high, that's what it is prioritizing where it ranks in your life, and then look at, you know, what your vote would be, and then look at who the candidate is, and just do some homework. And then just also, like Joel was saying, everything else, look at history and just look at in the past, you know, in the last 10 years, where have they tried to ban vaping the most? What typically, who was running those state and local governments? What, you know, what officials, what affiliations make educated decisions? And you know, if vaping doesn't rank up there on who you vote for president, I get it. I totally get it, you know. But I mean, that's just a conversation that we need, you know, we need to not be scared to talk about politics, and we need to not just do better than what you see on TV, because those guys on TV, they're all 7, 8, 9-figure dudes that are paid, you know, to tear us apart, and they just hammer us 24 hours a day on why you should be mad at someone and why someone is a victim and why you're a victim, and it just don't be the victim anymore. So let's fucking go for it. And also everything that just said, that beautiful sign off, I just X1 that and kick it over to Batman. Thank you guys for having me on too. Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, you know, I gotta do the rundown quick on the juice, the e-liquids, because this
best juice review ever.
Started off as an e-liquid review. But remember what we have here. We have the 74Cakery, the lemon cupcake, strawberry cupcake, blueberry cupcake, all approved by the Batman. Crack, drip, and vape. So if you order it, you get it. You can drip it, you can vape it. Everything is good. 70-30 blend, 0, 3, and 6 milligram nicotine, $24.95 for the 100 mils. Thank you very much, EMB. Good job with your e-liquids. That company puts out some fucking good e-liquid. So big up to them. And actually,
juice review in the world too, by the way.
What was that?
They just got the very best juice review ever.
And you know what? It fell in perfect with what's going on in New York. You guys like these e-liquid reviews? Look at this. All this will go away. If you stop fighting for our right to vape, your e-juice reviews, they're only going to be so many left if they do go in with these flavor bans.
That's right.
We got to do what we do. Now, everybody did a famous quote, but I'm going to quote the Batman himself.
Oh,
like
shit.
I said earlier, we're just going to rewind and come back with some real fucking street talk if you want to talk like that. Hell, that's how I was raised. But like I said, anybody from New York in chat, they threw the first punches. Right now, you got a fucking pot knot here. You got a black eye. But until you still have that last eye, you still got fight in you. If they swole up and black that motherfucker too, guess what? You got hands. Grab a hold of them, bite the shit out of them. That means the fight never ends. Never give up. Never accept defeat. You fight until there's no more fight left in you. You fight until there's not a breath left in you. You got to keep doing what you're doing. I'll do what I have to do for you guys, but you guys got to do it. I can't do it myself. Size and numbers fucking matters. Size and numbers matters. Yep. We got to stick together. We got to do this together. If we don't do this together, it'll be ripped out of our hands. And then all we'll be able to do is stand there and point the fingers at each other. No. You know what? Let's embrace each other. Let's fight this together. Like I said, never accept defeat. Always fight until you can't do it no more. If they close one eye, keep going. You still got one. They close the other one, start biting them up. Let's do Mike Tyson.
Yeah, bite that fucking ear off.
We're going to show them you can't keep me down until there's not a bit of breath left in me. And with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. I want to thank all of you guys for hopping on. I hope everybody in chat, you're taking something from this. If you take anything from anything I do, any review I posted, any e-liquid review I posted, this shit right here that we're talking right now is way more important. If you take anything from anything that I have ever said, take what we have talked about tonight. This is important. I mean, we've actually talked some real shit. You know, we've talked real. It don't get no realer than that. So, like I said, I want to thank all you guys, Mr. Just Right, Ken, Pal. Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate you very much. We turned an hour that I had planned into 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it's all good. It's well worth it. Well worth it. Thank each and every one of you for watching. And I'm going to head the hell on out of here. So
good deal. Connecticut, we're coming for you.
That's right. See you at MBE. I got to go to work, but I'll be back in time for it. So I will be at MBE. Come up and say hello. I believe we'll all be there, won't we? You going, Ken?
buddy.
Nope, can't go.
I thought you shaved your head to go to NVE. Well, that's a different story. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So fogging out with the Batman, Mr. Just Right, vaping with Ken and Pal 702. Come on, get you some.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Are we supposed to vape here? Okay, I'll vape.